so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. 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 I know it's lonely at the top, but that's not by speculation. But the position that I got, I climb too high to fall, way too hard to drop. Stop clocks on the speed bag. Every out under pressure, no jet lag. This is greater than trophies and saluted flags. Titles of fame, the cost is paid. Yay, I carried the cross I made. Deal with the dealer, baby, the hand was played. New level, next stage. Learn to lead it to legend. Now tell me what's my next stage, yay. I said the champ is here, switch gears. We keeping haters in the rear. After blood, sweat, and tears, and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. 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 And today, we break through.
Down on the last interaction, and that will do it.
Robbers very well find themselves with a victory, especially after that.
Find a hit, that should be enough to close it out. Del Tormenta, the reverse sweep, where Super Great is going to close it out. He's going to close it out, and he does it!
All right, yeah. It is Thursday. You know what that means. It is Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves for Breakout here. I am Nerd in the Bay, and with me, it is not Slonic. It is Captain No Fun coming from Mag West. Captain No Fun, how you been? It's been a minute for me and you.
It's been a minute, but yo, check it out. Everybody look at Nerd in the Bay rocking the blue and gold LA Lakers.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's Golden State, bro. It's Golden State. Yeah, it's Golden State.
Golden State, bro. But it's been a hot minute. Nerd in the Bay was just talking about his time over at not Magwest. Now I'm saying Magwest. Over at CEO.
Yeah.
Where you basically got rocked by the time mix up.
Yeah, I definitely did get rocked by the time mix up. in Discord, like where we all like chat, like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and meet each other. We're gonna do this, and that, and like none of that happened because everybody was busy doing things, and like we weren't able to like link up and sync up on times, and like I did not get my sleep. But anyways, we're looking at the win leaders here for City of the Wolves for Breakout. Super Grenius with 11 titles, Scientificoff with 10 titles, So Sick Nash Fan trying to stay strong there with 6 titles here, and then you can see everybody else down the line here. So you can see Super Grenius with the Preach, Scientificoff, like with the Gato, and then Johnny, Diaz, Shadow X, Robert, Proji Chef, Gio, Cybergelio, Rondon, Ryuki, and Del Tormente here. So yeah, you can see like Super Grenius trying to stay on top, coming from a strong showing from CEO, getting I believe 3rd place here. Getting 3rd place with the Preach. So yeah, no, trying to keep it on the being on the top of the win leaderboards here.
It is. Super Grenius had a lot of early success, especially in the online brackets. It really felt like it didn't matter what tournament you were going to get your ass kicked by this guy. But, if we're talking about a tale as old as time, Mr. Karate has been a demon. I remember all the way at Chain Shift, we had Mr. Karate mirrors. It was Denny El Masa versus the Karate Army. And it's a very strong character, but look right behind him, it's Preacher. Most of those picks, Super Grenius.
Very, very much so. Mr. Karate, yeah, like you said, still strong even despite like the changes and balance changes to not only like the character itself, but also Dragon Supremo not being the duration being not as long as it was before. Preacher, I mean, again, Super Grenius and everybody else that's been still on the Preacher train, because Joe is again the differences between the two are still kind of significant right there. But also you can see Ken here showing up here as well for character pick rate. So I'm happy to see that, again, now that Ken is a Fatal Fury SNK character, but also like coming from Street Fighter there.
It is really interesting. Say what you will about KOF versus, City of the Wolves versus Street Fighter. One thing that I will never, ever get on City of the Wolves is its diverse character spread. It's not like the big 3 here. And already we're going into this match. We got Terry versus Dong Hwa, Taekwondo versus the original SNK poster boy.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Terry again, strong showing, regardless of like any sort of balance changes. So again, still continues to be solid. Like I continue to main him, so like I don't think I'll be changing characters anytime soon. But Arlo with the Dong Hwan here. Dong Hwan, you don't see as much in terms of competition, whether it's offline events or online, but still decently strong as well. With forgetting who the person's name, the player's name that has I think that beat Xiao Hai here with Dong Hwan. But here we go. We get into the match here.
Really good. Surprisingly strong, but Terry Arlo 18, putting Terry in the corner, eating that overhead, and we go jump out. That's going to be a huge jump hit.
Not exactly. Okay, no, so we continue to put on the pressure right now. Red X going for middle SPG. Something we just want to see a little bit more and more here with Arlo. Going with the final SPG, as that's been like the meta of the game as of late when it comes to these seasons. But right now we can going for that high dodge anti-air into the throw.
Nice feint from there from Arlo, and you're absolutely right now, just because it's very difficult to use the SPG without even touching it. And there goes Arlo with the super, but still it was blocked, and Red X finally takes the round. It was a big slobber knocker, 52 seconds in.
Yeah, very much so. So yeah, we can get into it. Red X having the first round, missing the throw is Arlo, and Red X gonna go ahead and power charge in for the Rekka at the moment. They're trying to find their buttons, they're trying to find their way in. Nice DP there by Arlo 18. Attempted that throw and continue to put it on the pressure. Sweep there.
And there goes the DP. Excellent stop from Arlo. And again, goes for the jump. Excellent jump from Red. And that's going to be one thing you want to use. When your opponent wants to dash in, a jump in, and Terry has some really good jumping buttons. And it's also really good counter hit crack shoot.
Exactly. Yeah, you could get like a lot more damage from what a Red X did, but nice simple just to get some simple damage. Nice Nice anti-air right there with the high dodge, missing the red blow, and Red X gonna get the first game.
It is, but it's only going to be the first game. This is definitely time for us to readjust. The City of the Wolves is pretty notorious. Either these matches go pretty long or they're over in a heartbeat just because of how the rev gauge can allow you to chain combo into combo into combo.
Exactly. Yeah. So no, currently there's discussion of you know, in terms of like the tournament climate of like wanting to be all first to 3 versus like, you know, first to 2 until we get to like the top 8 side of things. So you know, and maybe in a few months' time, maybe like be an agreement of all first to 3. Because again, this game can go fast, and as fast as like this round is happening right now with X marks the spot getting that red blow.
Yeah, and that was really interesting from X marks the spot. They got the heavy jump in, and then they decided to go for the sweep, which is not a lot of damage, but at the same time they were using the hard knockdown to try to get a little bit more corner. Meanwhile, back to what you said, Nerd in the Bay, are you a first to 3 here, or you want to keep it the old way?
You know, like I feel like I'm good either way, but you know, more Fatal Fury, there's nothing to be mad about. And especially if you're coming from a deficit where you're kind of like on the losing end, you still have that chance to be able to like bring it back with momentum. So, you know, even if I'm down the middle, I think I lean a little bit more on the first to 3, regardless. So, like,
wow,
yeah, first to 3 side of things.
That's definitely the player talking as opposed to Nerd of the Bay, the TO.
Right. Exactly, that's very true.
You're like, go home already.
Yeah, right.
That's my spot. Oh, Banes with the burn knuckle. That's something that we've been doing, seeing a lot of like burn knuckle stops, just so we can get a little bit of coverage. But oh, this is classic Terry, isn't that right, Nerd?
Exactly. Yeah. No. Great pressure once again from X marks the spot. Just moving forward and no, you get steal return with the power geyser right there, and that is going to be 2-0 for X marks the spot.
And as disrespectful that did look, it was a really smart decision. Just because X marks the spot, there was nothing Arlo could have done to kill them. So it was a calculated risk. And it's only level 1. So you're going to tank it. Yeah, you lose a little bit of life, but hey, but you got the set. So that's going to be X marks the spot. Moving on deeper into the bracket. And now, you know, we're going to go ahead and see how the tail of the tape went.
Exactly. Once again, you know, catching Arlo with that overheat right there, but again, it was all X marks the spot with just that offensive pressure. Once again, the red blow, and I did like more the simple side of things when it comes to like having those opportunities with conversions. But yeah, still got them the 2-0 over Arlo here. Arlo's gonna go ahead to do that losers run very early, but we'll see if we can get that run back as well. So we'll see how the bracket will unfold. You know, continue on. But once again, if you just joined in, welcome everybody. This is Thursday. This is Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. It is Neighbor in the Bay and Captain No Fun here with you guys for tonight. And actually, yeah, we'll be with you for tomorrow as well for Street Fighter 6. And so yeah, the lore is established right there, so I think that's going to be my name moving forward. But yeah, if you haven't already, click that Matcherino Matcherino to be able to claim those codes to support these players. That you know is you know more of a chill bracket for tonight. Again, everybody coming back from CEO and you know trying to continue to get that grind on.
It is. It's definitely going to be a little bit more of a chill bracket. We have 20 people in attendance tonight. So it's going to be light work, but it's not going to be easy work. And some of the best times for you to claim your victory, especially if you want to climb the Breakout leaderboards, is to enter your tournament right after a major when the Giants are sleeping.
Exactly, but unfortunately, the Giants are not sleeping. They continue on the grind as well. Again, Super Granias is here. We see Cyber Gelio in bracket.
You know, maybe not all. Okay, maybe not win the bracket. Maybe get your top 8.
I see. Yeah, no, they are not sleeping. They're continue to grind. But I think I do see. I mean, I do see a preacher. I'm not going to say if it's you know. Not gonna say it's Super Granias, but Super Granias is that who's X marks the spot is gonna be facing next next match. So you know, congratulations that you won your round 1, but you know, yeah, you have to deal with the Super Granias that won 3rd place at CEO.
Have you ever had that feeling, a nerd, where you're like, yeah, I got out. Like,
Yeah.
that's my game. And then they give you a killer like, well, crap.
I did. Yes, Evo. I believe it was like Evo. Like, my first match. I was like, you look at project. You just want to see like what's going on right there, right? So I was like, okay, cool. If I win this one, I face freaking man. Okay, yeah. Now I'm lacking sleep because I'm phasing out on the name. But I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I had a killer on my next round here. So yeah. But you can see that our next match is going to be coming up next. Once again, Preacher against Krauser with Inferno.
Burn, baby, burn. Krauser Inferno. Now, Super Brainios is no stranger to the breakout, and because of Super Brainios' we've really seen a lot of the characters that slept on. For me, one of them is Red Blow, that's so far reaching under her profile. As you see Brainios go, but look at Frano, amazing punish.
Yeah, exactly. So no, this is Dark's Bob here, piloting the Preacher right now. Going against Inferno. Yeah, Inferno again with going Krauser for today. Usually there's like a Wheel of Destiny, like depending on what the character what he feels like. But today it's going to be look at the Krauser. Maybe he's been committing more to the Krauser as of late. But yeah, right now for tonight it's going to be the Krauser. So, but Inferno getting that first round here.
Yeah, Krauser has extremely big explosive damage as per a character of his size, and you can see Dark Bob trying their best to like stay in that range one range. But Inferno is playing such a tight game that Dark Bob is doing their job to try to smother this character. Krauser not exactly light on their feet, but there's that dark hands coming up.
Yeah, not exactly the speediest character, but when they can get in with Krauser, then the damage just pours like wine here. But Dark Bob, you're getting that wild punish, going to continue to get that level 1 to put some damage into the SPG on Inferno, and mix them up with the low there. You can say Osway and ends it with the Drekka that goes forever. What, like 6, 7 hits?
Yeah, round and round. Yeah, the thing about Precha's Rekka, if you don't know, it's unlike other Rekka characters where you have to input a motion like a quarter circle forward, KOs or full longs. Precha, you just mash forward and punch. If you do not drop this Rekka.
No, unless you feel like it, right?
You feel like
right now, yeah, Inferno getting that confirmed into the Kaiser Wave, and once again, another Kaiser Wave confirmed as well there. Getting a little bit of inspiration, maybe a little inspiration from Mr. Karate, right? We get the low B confirmed into the standing B into Hao Shokoken, but you're able to do that with Krauser with the Kaiser Wave here.
Oh, look at this interesting mix-up with Inferno deciding to play the distance game, forcing Dark Bob to go for the jump, and then this is why when you're forced on the approach, you have to fight on your opponent's turns, and now Inferno, just one more touch is going to end it, and look at that, they're just going to play zoning.
Until I think Bob was trying to JD that and was not successful in that game. But Inferno going to be up 1, in this game here with the Krauser. So again, slow movement, but high damage is going to be on the table. Let's see if Bob can make that adjustment. Again, having a solid character like Preacher, just able to just get that standing C coming into play. That's standing D as well. Having great buttons with Preacher.
Look at that, already one combo in and we're a fourth of the life down. Dark's Bob needs to make sure we stop that big overhead. Oh, they just get knocked down with the SPG. They both take to the air. Inferno claims another life. Big rock bottom, drops the axis one more time.
Another body slam right there. Oh, nice jumping right there, but couldn't get much out of that. Again, the far-reaching C from Inferno, and again, I think Bob was attempting to JD the blitz ball, but was not successful again, and it will cost them the round. Now, Inferno at set point.
Did you call it a blitz ball?
It is. That's what it's called. I know you're probably thinking Final Fantasy X, right?
Like, I am not probably. I am definitely. Look, it took me forever to learn how to jet shot, but there, Freno blasting him with the Kaiser Wave. Freno definitely really milking that level 1, which is not a bad decision. They're not the type of player to hold on to a super, and we're gonna have one more hit, and now Freno is gonna have another level 1 in the tank.
Exactly. All right, now, but Bob gonna go to use that level 1 in the SPG range once again. The second player going for middle SPG here. A nice attempt with the rev blow, just to get bypass the blitz ball once again. And the cross up. Looks like Bob is getting off to the race. He's putting on that pressure offense. Inferno had the block, but getting the light confirm into the Kaiser wave.
And that's also going to allow Inferno to approach the next game. And Dark Bob not caught blocking properly. We're going to go ahead for the wild super for the reversal, but because of the crossover properties, Inferno has taken that round. That's the set, right?
That was the set. Yeah,
that was definitely the set.
That was the set. Inferno was like, I'm not going to even let you finish your super animation. I'm just going to cross you up and then punch you in the neck here by jumping over. And yeah, Inferno going to go ahead and move on to the next round there. But solid attempt there by Bob right there. But again, just is showing the pedigree that Inferno, just with the entire roster, as you can see here on the replay here, just again, you can go any character they want to, but tonight they're going for the Krauser. But again, Bob had some opportunities for damage and possibly for games here.
Yeah, but that jumping roundhouse kick from Krauser has really been Bob's basically Achilles heel, allowing Inferno to get so much damage. And right there at the cross up, that was game, set, match. Inferno going to go ahead and move on deeper into the bracket. But hey, we still can see a little bit about Bob, but when you're down a game, it's only going to be a little bit left.
Yeah, you just have another game to lose. But I mean, like, again, you were talking about coming from a player standpoint. If you don't feel warmed up enough, you just play your first game, and then you're like, okay, now I feel better. I am in losers, but I feel better that I can pilot my character in a better fashion than I did in the first game. So, we'll see if Bob, can pilot and just navigate their way through the loser side here. Once again, it is Fatal Fury City of the Wolves for tonight for Breakout. Once again, it is Neighbor in the Bay, Captain No Fun, and it will be with you guys again for tomorrow for Street Fighter 6 as well.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be a double dose of the double baldies.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, once again, coming from CEO, you're just seeing amazing high level play there as well. Recognizing the names that I see on the online bracket, fills me up with joy here. And just seeing Reynald doing his thing with Krauser, again, Super Granias, showing the power of Preacha, Scientificov getting 9th place as well, trying to get those points to get ready for SWC, right? Everybody just trying to get their games in, get their matches in, get their points in before SWC comes around once again. So yeah. We just continue on with online brackets and whatever offlines that are going to be that is left for the rest of this year.
It is. The year's rapidly coming to an end. We are in August. We're 4 months in before we roll over to the big 2027. And speaking of stuff that's coming up on the horizon, Nerd in the Bay, Duck King. What do you think?
Duck King, personally, felt like he should have taken the Salvatore spot, but I'm glad.
I think a lot of people were of that camp.
Yeah, definitely. But it makes for an interesting dynamic now, because now you have Salvatore playing that goofy DJ spot. But now you have Duck King again, the breakdancer slash DJ, taking that, coming in next week basically for the next Breakout Fatal Fury bracket. So I'll be curious to see who's gonna have very much day one, hour 3 Duck King in the bracket for next week. I'm happy that Duck King is finally in the game again. I'm happy that we're getting a character a month for this game, and it's and when you think about the whole scope, we had 12 characters this entire year. It's insane.
It is, and we're still trying to shake off the Kenshiro, and that is an insane addition, which I will say there are many City of the Wolves endings, but Beast of the East had the best City of the Wolves ending, where Argon Ross won Beast in the East with the dream with this Hidden Gear Super on Hokutomaru. So Florida man kills a child to win a tournament.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. But also, Kendebu also piloting Kenshiro as well as CEO and did very, very well there too. But so we have our next match here. You see, oh man, Marco. Don't usually see those unless Goichi is up, playing on stream against Ranker here with.
My favorite thing about Marco is that he throws 3 DPs in a single combat, and out of all the DPs, his might not be the best, but it looks like it hurts the most.
And now,
yeah, 1, yeah, 2, yeah. 1 more, yeah. Give me. Yeah! I feel like a kid watching that.
There we go. Black Spider did the anti-rev blow tech again, just pressing the buttons and getting ready for that rev blow to show up, and then hitting the counter state that Marco can do. It's not just Mr. Karate, it's also Marco as well. And Ranker got reminded of that. Once again, we're seeing a lot of middle SPG for tonight.
I wonder what really brought that out. Is it just because people just want access to the rev blow early? Which is very true, because we were talking about before about how Black Spider countered the rev blow. And Rocks, out of every other character, Rock players tend to really gas up that rev blow because it's low evasive. It's really good gas.
That seemed to be the move as at least tonight here. Just wanting to get into that SPG range like earlier than what the title SPG would be. But now once it goes away, then you lose out on the defense. So we'll see if that's a good choice. But you got to commit to it, because Black Spider getting that confirmed into the hitting gear. I believe that is definitely going to be the end of the round here with that hitting gear. Super.
Black Spider doing Lord work with the hitting gear. If there is any character who had to win award for best glow up from Mark and the Wolves, I think it's Marco. Just on behalf that he's no longer named Butt.
Yeah.
Everything else is a bonus. He stopped being Butt.
Yeah. Literally and figuratively, basically.
B-U-T-T.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead and see Rocker. This is opening up with the OD Fireball. I'm sorry, my Street Fighter's coming in, but that double air Fireball is a really good button for Rock. Kind of reminds me how Phonon plays with jumping and cover their approach. Unfortunately for Rockner, Black Spider blocked that and already get the kick throw.
Yeah, no, and now Black Spider was attempting to keep pressure on Ranker into the corner, but Ranker able to get out of the situation. Going to get the knockdown into Wild Punish, but did not follow up with a second sweep here. We're going to go ahead and wake up with the rising tackle and continue on with that offensive pressure.
Black Spider was in a situation where, hey, if I stay here, there's a lot of ways for Rock to make me up with overhead or command grab, so I'm just going to wild DP, and it basically added a little bit more sands into his hourglass. But, Ragnar able to get that down. We're sitting on a pretty good meter, revving it up at 25, and you better be very careful, Black Spider, how you whip those. Oh my God, he's so
Wild Punish once again on the DP. Wild Punish on the rising tackle. Going to go ahead and run up throw here. Attempted at the cross up, but Black Spider was there just to press a button. Again, just with the wake up, and now putting on pressure on Ranker. Once again, rising tackle saves the day.
Yeah, I'll tell you what else is doing really good work. Nerding there as a carry player, I bet you really appreciate the fact that he has a run just like Rock.
Oh yeah, I mean Dash can do its work too, but there's nothing like just continuous fast forwarding motion like the run here. And again, Rock Howard being able to do that, and Black Spider having a dash, but is still not a return because able to get those confirms into the EX right there and getting the round here almost at. We're at set point for Black Spider 88.
And Black Spider is also doing, we're at the casino. If you notice, Black Spider is stealing their turns and waking up with DP a lot. And Ragnar hasn't really recognized that. As a Rock Howard player, they really charge Slam with a mix-up. And Black Spider is like, nah, I'm taking everything on the table.
Yeah, no, okay, once
again.
again.
You saw that. They went for that overhead.
Yeah, attempted the overhead, but I believe Ranker able to see that going again. Rising tackle, but Black Spider, as you said, just waking up DP right there. We're going to go ahead and side switch with the throw. We're going to dash. Another side switch once again to get them out of SPG. And you look like you can close it out here. If they want to go red, red line super.
They can, they will, and there it is. Black Spider going to move on, defeating Ragnar 2-0. And that's really going to be the tail of the tape, is those wake-up DPs, because Ragnar doing what Rocks want to do, get the knockdown, run up, hit some sort of button. But because of the run, you can't really stop suddenly and control your movement. So Ragnar again and again was just eating Dragon Punch after Dragon Punch.
Exactly. Yeah, no, and with Marco's Dragon DP in particular, you know, even if they got blocked on a light DP, they still have time to be able to throw another one just to cover themselves here. You can see here on the replay once again, Ranker and you know, Black Spider 88 going at it, getting that light confirm into the hitting gear, but Ranker was able to just you know, hit in time. Didn't get much out of that here, but it was a lot of Black Spider just kind of controlling the momentum and tempo.
And that's one of the things about Marco. He's a very flexible character. We got a counter, we got a really good approach, amazing fireball, and of course we talked about it earlier, Nerd in the Bay, the DP. Marco has all the tools, and I'm really kind of surprised that this character's falling off just because of his versatility and power.
Yeah, no, I'm wondering. I'm kind of wondering myself again. You know, thinking player mentality, like player meta stuff, like why Marco is not as used as much compared to everybody else. But then everybody else is just, I know they stand out in their strengths, and Marco's was like very, very well balanced, and that's probably why there, you know, there's not many Marco players, you know, not only in online brackets but also from the events that I attend. Like, yeah, you know, they tend to pick like the Rock Howards, they tend to pick the Billy Canes and Mr. Karates here, that, you know, that stand out in their strengths versus what Marco is very good at, is good at everything but not great at anything.
That's a very good point. There are characters like Mr. Big who are just very strong at what they do, and you know, shout out to another fellow Baldy out there. But, you know, Mr. Karate, Mr. Big, Krauser, just characters who can establish a very strong early lead, as opposed to a character like Marco or even Rock, where they have the versatility to work around and get the lead, but can't get that immediate fast acting damage.
Right. So yeah, it's a lot to, you know, to dive into. Again, we are in the season 3 Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Once again, you know, Duck King coming out next week practically for the next breakout bracket, and then after that it's gonna be Kim Kapuan, my favorite Fatal Fury character out of the entire roster. I'm not.
Whoa, okay. Is that because you got a bit of a Taekwondo background?
Not only that, because he also has a flash kick, and I main flash kick characters. So like you know, again, Guile, and then yeah, exactly right there, and Kim Kapuan. I'm not sure about switching mains because Terry is pretty damn strong in this game, but I will definitely you know, pilot Kim Kapuan. Jaehoon, again, like it was fun that Jaehoon is in the game. Not the strongest at the moment. Dong Hwan being their own character practically, but again, you know, not exactly hitting that Kim Kapuan feel. So I mean, got to see what Kim Kapuan will do here.
How do you feel about this debate? Some people believe we should not have KOF characters in City of the Wolves, with the exception of they were already in Mark of the Wolves. Because Kim Kapuan, he's kind of like crossing the SNK border in a way, like seeing. Maybe mine was first, right? But no, wait, was mine in Mark? I'm having a
to cross over to what?
To move from KOF to
City
to
Fatal Fury
to City.
So
yes,
so Mai and Kim were from Fatal Fury. They started off in Fatal Fury 2, right? Then they crossed over to KOF, and then So
that's right. They stayed there. Yeah. Kim. Duh, the freaking anime. I'm so sorry. So, I got exposed.
But when you think about characters like Kyo and Iori, like, you know, they should, you know, visit Southtown and you know enter the tournament. I'm like, okay, but then it basically be KOF again, right? If you have Iori there, like, oh, but what about Freeman? Because everybody's, you know, calling for Freeman, right? So I like that. I like that. Fatal Fury characters are sticking to Fatal Fury games, and you know, only in story, which is like Shumei, Shumei, I believe, and the Sleepy Boy character from KOF 15 being Tung Fu Roo students, I could see that, right? give me some lore, layers into it that they visit Southtown. But because Yori and Kyo are there just because, like, it's not so much for me. I'm much more of a lore guy. But yeah, no, like, again, crazy. You better have the right. I definitely will.
No,
because we already
I
have,
agree.
Two
I
other
do.
characters that do that.
I do think, especially since KOF is concurrent right now, like, we do not have to try very hard to find your Kyos, your Kings, your Haiderns.
Yeah.
I do feel like as these more slept on property, we can bring back characters from from Fatal Fury who definitely need it, and even some characters who don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite thing is when they take a character that's lame and make them cool. See Ed from Street Fighter V as an example.
Yeah, right. In 5, he was more of a kickboxer. In 6, they made him more of a boxer because, you know, again,
he was a shoot boxer.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, okay. This is something you really don't see as of lately, having a box, in bracket here. So again, everybody's strong, right? But, people are going to pick, like higher tier characters. They want to win and everything. But it's not to downplay what Vox can't do. Vox is very, very strong. He is slow though, but he is strong. Once
I have not seen a Vox in a long time.
And that's since like the early release of Fatal Fury since I've seen a Vox. But if we're gonna see a Vox that we're seeing here so far, it's gonna be an interesting matchup here. We're gonna be having Zerg versus Cyrogelio. Cyrogelio again, once again, a veteran here on the Breakout brackets. Also, again, winning some brackets as well, being in that top winner leaderboard. Gonna go up against possibly the Billy Kane. Can go something else, but it is looking likely for a Billy Kane to show up here for this match.
It's only inedible. Like, Dad taxes Billy Kane. He's gonna show up to your bracket.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, going back to the topic. Do I want KOF characters? In my Fatal Fury? Not so much for me personally, but I do like that KOF are like Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury. I mean, they're both based in Southtown, right? So yeah, King makes sense. Yuri makes sense, right? Mr. Karate makes sense, right? Because it's Southtown basically. Anybody that's like outside of that, other than Street Fighter, like Metro City and Southtown are like, oh, they're city to city from each other. Yeah, okay, yeah, I give that a pass. But like,
with King of Fighters, whenever they show up to Fatal Fury or Southtown guys, like, you just hear, you don't belong, like, you don't go here.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, the writing's on the wall.
I would love some Art of Fighting characters. Let's bring some lame characters. Like, do you remember John from Art of Fighting 1?
Oh, their Guile? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, or Mickey.
Yeah.
Like, bring them back.
Yeah.
See what they could do.
Exactly, right? Yeah. Mickey being the Art of Fighting boxer, John again being the Guile, but like a goon type Guile. He was a schemy Guile, right? Go working for Mr. Big.
He was an evil Guile with a fireball that didn't knock down, and then he had like some sort of hider flip in the air, spin in the air.
Yeah. That cross up, that he did. Which was sick when you watch it, but like it wasn't fun to deal with in the beginning. But yeah, so yeah, we're just waiting for our next match once again. Cyrogelio versus Zerg, and if we're getting the Vox, that's going to be an interesting treat because again, we haven't gotten the Vox in forever, and but yeah, it's once again. It's Thursday, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves once again. If you haven't hit our Matcherino, be sure to do so, ! Matcherino. We're already at like $109 for tonight, so we appreciate, $134 for this prize pool. So I appreciate everybody that is donating and claiming those codes. We have 11 codes left here for tonight, so if you haven't done so, be sure to claim that code for ! Matcherino, and then one of the reasons
why we are at $134 is because we have a whopping $125, because that means they claim the code too, from SNK Esports, one of our sponsors. Shout out to SNK Esports for growing the online scene, and also we're very blessed to be part of that bracket.
Very, very much appreciated here for Breakout. Once again, if you are new here, here at Breakout. Welcome everybody. We do have tournaments practically throughout the week here. Mondays is Marvel Tokon. Tuesdays, with the news that just released today, 2XKO. Wednesday.
I don't know, man. There's over 1,000 people in the TNS stream. I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah. We'll I mean, again, it's just news just broke today. Crazy times, right? But yeah, 2XKO. Tuesdays, Wednesdays is Tekken 8. Thursdays is the home of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Fridays is Street Fighter 6. Saturdays is Tekken 8 Academy. So again, tournaments throughout the week.
It is. There's definitely a fighting game every week. Obviously, we are in another wave of fighting games with, kicked off by 2XKO, Invincible. Now we are in the afterglow of both Avatar and Tokon. It's a great day, especially with both Tokon and Avatar. These games are very sweaty.
They are. And fun to watch. Again, if you're just coming from a spectator standpoint, just being a stream monster, they're fun to just watch. You know what I mean? Like that's what like my FGC like lifeline was like around the 2010s, right? It was like I wasn't entering in the brackets, but I would just watch everything and like know like what's been going on. So yeah, you could just enjoy watching those. I mean, like, dudes, again, CEO was this past weekend, seeing 1999 Honda Civic, not knowing who they are, just showing a crazy sick Soka there, just showing the tech there. And then again, Marvel Tokon just being, again, not exactly Marvel Capcom, like Capcom style game, but there's sauce there too, with like, menaces like Green Goblin and like Spider-Man.
I am thoroughly thrilled to see what happens. Also, shout out to Saka for bringing back El Fuerte.
Yeah, run stops and all that stuff.
Run Stop Fierce. Did you know that's a song by Little Shoto? Run Stop Fierce for El Fuerte.
Yeah,
that is old Street Fighter 4 lore for you.
Yeah.
I had a brief stint in Street Fighter 4. I was playing it a lot. I thought it was hot stuff by always charging. I was a Balrog main back.
Balrog was strong.
It was Balrog for 4, and then when Ultra came out, I loved Cody. I was always playing Cody, man.
Yeah,
I just wanted to land Zonk Knuckle. Okay,
you held that button while you were playing. You were trying to, win the match.
And it had to be the punches because his jumping roundhouse kick was great.
Yeah, and just throwing rocks and tornadoes.
Big O.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, we're just waiting for Zerg to jump back in here. They were in here for a little bit and then they hopped out. But yeah, we're just waiting for Zerg to jump back in here. Again, I want to see this match unfold and see how Zerg pilots this Vox, because again, Cybergelio, again, you see the Billy right there. Vox, once again, you don't see as much. The only other time I've seen Vox this year was Winter Showdown 2026. That won the entire thing. Again,
shout out to CD Mangaka.
Yeah, shout out to CD Mangaka over there, running a great event right there for Winter Showdown.
Did you see like the hell that CD Mangaka had to go through? So for those who don't know, CD Mangaka is a well-respected Grand Blue commentator, but he also is the lead TO of Winter Showdown in Colorado, which is the event that Nerd in the Bay did. And pretty much for the first day of CEO, he couldn't arrive because he kept getting delayed on his flights.
Yeah, no. People were they got hit with the delayed flight mix-up. I've been hearing.
Yeah, no. For me, I said, "Oh, you finally got through the Florida zoning."
Yeah, right. You got through all the hurricanes and thunderstorms.
Yeah, and Mangaka writes in response, "Hours of labbing."
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. We've seen a lot of Billy Kane, and we've barely seen any of Vox. So in terms of matchup experience, it's asymmetrical.
Get ready.
Yeah. Of course, Billy Kane is going to have the range, but Vox, just being a hand-to-hand fighter, has a little bit more range than other characters too, right? Long, reaching limbs and like the extended like not fireball, but extended like projectile type stuff. And once they get in, it's gonna hurt. So we're gonna see if Zerg is able to do that. And it's looking pretty good so far because Cybergalio is getting mixed up at the moment.
Yeah, Zerg really going much with the Zerg rush right now. But Cybergalio just stuck in the corner, and this is exactly what we're talking about. Once Zerg is in, once Vox is able to get in, look how hard Billy had in trying to peel that character off.
Yeah, exactly. Again, and it goes back to like, yeah, you don't see these characters often, so you almost kind of forget how that matchup plays. So you have to, as Cybergalio, as Billy, just run the gameplay, run the play, right? Run the play of Billy Kane, and hopefully that is going to work out. Nice skill return there by Cybergalio.
By the way, I need to give a shout out to Southside Robin for $25 added to the pot. People are going to be fighting for some money.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad for a 20-person bracket, right?
Not too bad, right? Yeah, exactly. Not too bad for a 20-person bracket. But here we go. Cybergalio finally, you know, shook the cobwebs up and you know, getting that round. Now it's 1-1 for this first game.
Apparently, also we had $25 from Fur Coats No Hair. Oh, Fur Coats No Hair. Mr. Big Player. Got it.
Nice.
Cybergalio just that classic Billy King damage. Double up for the level 1 of the knockdown. Dash making it up with a neutral jump, and that's all she wrote. Cybergalio with a perfect game. And we're tied. 1 round of I misread. Cybergalio winning the whole game.
Yeah, getting the first game right there. Again, maybe just like wow, that's a box, and getting hit with everything against Zerg. But you know, once Cybergalio shook it off, it was like, okay, all right, let's run the play now, and then able to get the first game. Let's see what Zerg can do. You know, piloting once again the box. It's a little bit of a tall task once again, on this little bit on the slower side. But once they get that hit, like you saw in that first round, then yeah, they can do some massive damage.
Oh, look at that dash rock for Cybergalio. They're doing such a good job pushing Zerg to the corner. And Zerg expecting the DP because Cybergalio was jumping in with all that time, especially with Billy's jump C. Again, we're just going to whack that stick.
Exactly. And yeah, no, we continue on. Nice neutral jump there by Cybergalio against Zerg. This is looking to be the round here, and now it's looking at set point for Cybergalio with the Billy Kane.
Wow. Explosion!
Ready, fight!
Get that super later.
Cybergalio again with the jump and try to fake out for the throw, and Zerg got matching a neutral jump for Zerg, and this is what was happening to Cybergalio. Remember, Cybergalio had a difficult time getting out of that left corner, but the rollout.
Yeah, attempted with a grab, but now it covered their tracks with the DP. Gonna go hit with that box bottom right there, but also the Reblo is gonna connect and gonna go ahead. Reblo once again now putting on that pressure on Zerg, and now on overheat. Cybergalio.
Oh, that looks like a trade, and it's pretty much anyone's round. This goes with super, and that's gonna be a block. And I do not think Zerg was going to drop that. Also, I just want to give a shout out to all of our YouTube viewers out there too. We're on Twitch and YouTube, so it's a double cast for this double bracket. Let's Breakout Esports, City of the Wolves.
There we go. Shout out to the YouTube viewers out there. So yeah, back into it. Zerg able to find their way in with that dive kick into that super. Again, big damage is happening, but kind of overextended with Cybergalio getting that level 1 super to connect. But Zerg is back at it.
And that's a big jump in. I also see a level 1. It's pretty much Zerg's game right now. We just need one more touch, and we are 1-1. And this right now, nerd, we are seeing what Zerg's winning condition is. Put your ass in the corner.
Exactly. Yeah. No. That's where Zerg is thriving right now. Once they are able to get Cybergalio into the corner, and again, and there's some things like the standing C button right there, getting a little bit of traveling distance with that punch here. But we are back out here on the lobby. We see if we're gonna get a character switch. We will with the Mr. Big coming into play again. More stick range for you.
very smart decision, just because of the fact that Zerg is winning in the close range and Cybergalio is unable to play that classic far C game with Billy Kane. So if we're gonna brawl, we're gonna brawl good with the drum.
Yeah. We'll see how the change is gonna go here. Yeah, the Billy didn't work, but now you have a little less stick range with Mr. Big, but again able to dive in. High dodge attack for the anti-air right there, gonna connect, and yeah, now Cybergalio off to a health lead at the moment.
I mentioned Mr. Big also has good long range animals. Oh man, there's that wild punish from Zerg. There's gonna be some big things. We don't have level 1 on deck, so we're just gonna go ahead and use Cybergalio. Oh no! This is
Alright, looking at some big damage at the moment. Level 1 is ready to spend and is going to be spent here for the round. And now Zerg now looking at set point against a previous breakout Fatal Fury City of the Wolves winner, Cybergalio.
And we're still in pools right now.
We are still in pools.
Mash that DP. Here we go. Cybergalio waiting for Zerg to hit the bonus. Steals their turn back with the super on the knockdown. I was going to see a throw. We went for the overhead instead, but Zerg went for the DP.
Exactly. Okay, now we're going to go and switch there with the throw, and now Zerg continue on with pressure. Cybergalio is having to deal with all this until he stole the turn mid-string. Nice block, able to get that safe block there from the double button right there.
We're seeing a lot of people haven't you noticed?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like you kind of have to, as long as these strings are being thrown out, and you can see it right there. Zerg once again on the overheat, but has 2 levels of super, not in quite in time to be able to jump out of that super range, but now is both set point for both players.
Get ready.
It's really going to be a rush to get the first hit, but Zerg has 2 meter on him. And we've already seen how much damage Fox can undo. So Cybergalio, you got to be very careful about how you... It's going to be bad. We're in Zerg's favorite part of the screen.
Yeah, exactly. That corner is doing some work, and they're going to lose out on a little bit of red gate.
There's that cross up.
Confirm with the cross up, and another one to connect. Blow 2 just get some space. But Zerg looking real good right now.
Oh, yo, he hit him with...
Oh, no. Okay.
Yo, he GP'd so... Woo! We're whipping everything.
Yeah. No, I love the idea of going heavy DP and, like, whiffing. Like, oh, no, I'm about to get hit. No, I'm going to dive my way out of there.
Yeah, that's going to be the guard break, and Zerg defeating Cybergalio in this 2-1, a very intense bracket. The switch to Mr. Big was the smart move, but it just didn't have enough gas in the tank to carry Cybergalio into the next game.
Again, there's a battle of the range, no matter if Cybergalio went with the Billy Kane or the Mr. Big. But again, the long limbs of Vox, and again, it got to, if Zerg can get that touch in, then it's going to be big damage, and it was so. You can see here in the replay. Again, you were talking about, Captain, that the corner was the great spot for Zerg, and it looked to be so throughout the games.
And it really is telling that the only game that Zerg dropped was the one game where they could not corner Cybergalio. Instead, they were doing the corner. So we're going to go ahead and see Billy Kane tie it up, but then Zerg going to bring it back after this block level 1. And it's going to continue this corner dominance. And let's go ahead and look at the next set after this one with the switch to Mr. Big.
Yep, great strings there by Zerg. Again, not seeing many Vox coming into play in brackets, but this was a great reason to consider this character if you were a former Vox main, or you're thinking about picking a character. And Vox is strong. You just got to do a little bit of work, but Zerg was able to do it against Cybergalio, who won a breakout here formally with a 2-1.
But I don't want to do work.
I mean, you definitely got to do some sort of work. No matter the character, even if it's like Mr. Karate, you still got to get some work to get in there. But yeah.
So that was a very interesting match. Really showing us the the sheer damage output of Vox. But you got to work for it. But hey, when you got your opponent in the corner, you don't have to work very hard.
Exactly. And Zerg showed that. But up next we have Neku and Evil Nameless. We're seeing a soccer player, and we're seeing a Chun-Li. I'll be very curious to see once again characters that you don't normally see. Soccer player you've been seeing a little bit more often as of recently. Soccer player beating out, I believe, Xiaohai at Combo Breaker there, either completely taking them out or putting them into losers. But we'll see how it goes with the Chun-Li.
Yeah, we haven't really seen Chun-Li too often, so I'm excited to see how this character choice is going to play out. Ronaldo is definitely the oddball pick. I noticed a lot of characters, a lot of players they're just playing kind or soccer just because of that, right?
Yeah.
That BS right there.
Exactly. Yeah. Having to deal with all that here, and I believe that's what was one of the reasons why Xiaohai got sent to losers or got completely taken out, because like just dealing with the soccer ball shenanigans here, and Neku is doing just that here with a perfect game.
Perfect game. Neku is up already. We're still in the middle of plays. Oh my god, big jump in, but no real follow-up. And that chest bump from Ronaldo is one of their favorite ways to advance and get the plus.
It's infuriating because, like, again, you could be blocking, like crouch blocking, and you attempt at the low, but the chest bump pops, it completely misses, which makes sense in a different sort of way, but it's like, damn, dude, that thing is like has priority, and it interrupts your button right there. But right now, Evil Nameless they're trying to get some work in here. See what the mix-up's gonna look like, and go overhead into the Kosho Super.
Kosho's pretty good. No, big damage right there, and they're gonna take that first game.
The autocorrect there on the DP, and Neku with Ronaldo. Again, don't sleep on any character in this roster. Again, you still have to kind of like just have in the back of your head, like, okay, this is what you got to do with this matchup. And if even though if you don't see them often in brackets, like just make sure you have like an idea like what to do, and follow your game plan.
You have to follow your game plan. Right now, going for the mix-up. No crossover. It should be a hard knockdown thanks to the SPG. Continue with the mix-up, and Neku. Oh, there's that check. It's your favorite move, nerd.
Yeah, it's my favorite move to like deal with. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, Evil Nameless having the initial SPG at the very beginning, so they thought they had the idea of doing like a lot of damage in the very beginning, but that's already been taken out of the equation by Neku with, once again, with the Ronaldo and the soccer ball play.
DP, there we go, closes it out. That's Neku going to put ourselves on set point.
And Neku with the hyper defense right there, just interrupting the string here, and the overhead. Again, a lot of Ronaldo's normals. There's like that small hop you got to contend with, as well as the soccer ball play, and already half life already gone.
Evil Nameless backing up wisely, going for the low, no real follow-up, jumping in, baits out two normals, and there, Nameless forces their way in. I'm wondering what Neku's going to do. That's going to be a big combo coming up. We should definitely see some super being spent. No, go for the mix-up. Oh, but the roll-through, and that's all she wrote. That is all she wrote, nerd, as long as... No!
All right, okay, Neku now on overheat, so now they're backing up, but you got to watch out. Nameless, you got to watch out about just spamming Fireball, because that soccer ball super will overpower that. But Nameless able to get their touch in here, but also Neku is on SPG, so it has a little bit of a head.
Oh, that was a reset!
But that was a reset right there. Oh, but not hitting a super too.
Oh, I totally think that's going to claim, and that's the hidden gear. Late third SPG. I am not a soccer player, but I know everybody in the arena is gonna go. That's how they do it, right?
I believe so.
I believe so. Just want to make sure. I just want to show honor to the crowd.
But yeah, no, Neku being able to take that over Evil Nameless 2-0. I didn't do level 1. Yeah, man, yeah, that's that yeah, you would have. I felt like you would have got that if you did got the super in there, Nameless. But you know, solid attempt there. You did have your moments. You can see here on the replay, but like again, it was a lot of it was Neku just navigating, again, throwing the soccer balls, just running the play.
It was literally just undeterred, no real way to stop him, and it's just the soccer ball. Evil Nameless, whenever you want to down back, whenever you want to approach, the soccer ball just attacks 2 distances at once, because Ronaldo is able to move quasi-independently of it.
Exactly. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and you know, do that losers run, and hopefully we can see you back here, Nameless. But yeah, no, good luck to you in the rest of the bracket. But here we go. We have our next match here. This is gonna be a good one. As you can see here, Super Granias with the, you know, rocking the Pericha against Zerg. We saw in the previous matchup before this with the Vox. So I mean, you got the range of Vox here versus the priority buttons of Pericha, but with Super Granias navigating it with as well. So we'll see how this matchup is going to go as we get into it.
We're actually starting our top 8 brackets. Super Granias and Zerg are in winners semifinals. So both of these players fighting for a guaranteed top 3 spot, which is really good because we have so much money in the match arena.
Exactly. And now we're at a first to 3 range, right? So we're at the top 8, first to 3 range. So it's gonna be a lot of games to be able to figure out.
This is where Nerd in the Bay, the player, gives way to Nerd in the Bay TO.
Exactly. So right now, Super Granias is throwing out those tornadoes.
Shout out to all the tournaments over at King's Cup where you literally have to run matches while people are packing up chairs.
Right, pretty much, right? So yeah, as you can see here, nice confirm there by Super Granias, getting the confirm on block, while Zerg now in the corner does not want to be in that position, but wants to be in the offensive position to put Super Granias into the corner. But right now it's Super Granias' turn.
Super Granias doing a great job blocking Zerg in, and Zerg feels so apprehensive. There's the giant kick, unable to get anything big. There's going to be a quick knockdown. Super Granias rolls out, and Zerg stuffs it with the counter. Nice. Blow for blow, beat for beat, exchange for exchange. Super Granias now has access to the SMG. I'm wondering how I was about to wonder how the type changed, but we already saw it.
Exactly. They kind of put themselves in the corner, but they found a confirm there by Super Granias and putting Zerg on overheat, and just needs to do what, like 2 Rekkas basically, but that gauge, the defense gauge is building up as well, but not going to need to break it because he got the confirm into the round win.
What an impressive combo from Super Granias, able to just hold on to the super and still get the win.
Okay, all right, we can get into the next game. Did not opt to go DP or anything, just wait to see what was going to be thrown out there by Zerg, but now Super Granias finding their way in there and putting Zerg into the corner, going to do some big damage with that super, and now even more than half of the bar of Zerg is gone.
Big pop-up from Super Granias. We should get the knockdown. Taps him with the low, pops him up one more time. We should see the level 1 pretty soon after this Rekka. And we know that Granias has this optimized all the way for the kill. We didn't even need the mix-up, and that's going to be the first perfect game, first 3. Granias got the 1.
There we go. Again, Super Granias coming from CEO, so now they are definitely riding high from that momentum to get to hopefully to see if they can win out this bracket. But you know, we'll continue to see. Again, there's a first of 3. There's going to be a lot of games, and we're still in the top 8 side of things. So you know, we'll see how it all unfolds.
Yeah, it's a pretty. We joked about it. We joked about that this was a 20-player bracket, but our killers are out. Nobody is taking a break after CEO, especially our viewers and especially our donors. Thank you very much for all being here.
Exactly. Thank you very much right there. Now, okay, Zerg with that dive kick to connect here. So that's something that definitely Super Granias has to watch out for, especially if they're going to try to throw like a ranged projectile. But Super Granias attempted to
that is not what you want to do, especially in the corner against Super Granias. You know we're going to get this mix-up. Beautiful combo. That's the hard knockdown. Back it up. Oh, but the SPG. Quick knockdown. It's still Zerg's game.
Super Granios. Still with the rush combo there. And level 1, not to kill just yet because of its defensive buff. But he's going to just jump in heavy into the throw. And it does connect there. Super Granios has 1 round in here.
Super Granius has had 3 rounds unanswered. Zerg gets very close to closing out, especially with that big damage, and especially with Vox's dive kick already with the knockdown. And you've got to be very careful about how Super Granius is for them. A lot of poor rolls has been stopping them from entering a lot of open mix-ups.
Exactly. And Zerg now trying to open up Super Granios, but all he needed was a neutral hop to light right there for Super Granios to get that damage in there.
Mixed up, and you can see Zerg says, I don't care what button you're going to push, I'm going to go ahead and DP, but Granius really quick on the defense. And the fireball, that's the thing about Granius' offense, using the fireball to jail our opponent close to the floor.
Definitely, yeah, to keep them in place there. But now Zerg at overheat. Now they have to kind of withstand this unless they get their touch in there. But they can't do much as well because, yeah, they don't have access to themselves there. But nice light confirm and putting Super Granios into overheat as well.
Overheat, this is the time. Zerg needs to be on the move. Great cross up, going for the hitting gear. Is that a little excessive? Yes, but you can really tell that Zerg just wants to put Granius down.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, you can either you can't go for the red line super, kind of do the same thing, but you might as well just go for hitting gear at the same time just to get that little bit of damage, to get that round win. You're gonna be out of resources, but at least you got the round win for a possible game.
Exactly, you're out of super, but you're not out of time.
Exactly.
There's the fireball. Zerg going to come in. We've seen this a lot, using the overdrive dive kick, fighting that to get Granius' offense. Really bad, especially after this pop-up. With that level 1, we can see a low, we can see a throw, and we can see Zerg going to the well of mashing it just to stop anything.
Yeah, sometimes the best wake up is just wake up jab. It tends to win out a lot of buttons right there, and even more so than wake up like DPs. So yeah, I would do the same thing here. But right now, Super Granios just be able to find their way with damage and getting that second game here over Zerg, 2-0.
2-0. This is going to be a first degree situation. Just wanted to remind you guys, we have non-binary house. And Zerg is basically, these are the kind of matches that are so frustrating to play. When you, the player, see actively how close you are to defeating your opponent each and every round, but you just can't close the door.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I was seeing a lot of what Zerg was doing for strings, with the special moves that Vox has, putting them minus, and Super Granios again as high level of a player. We saw those opportunities, getting the blocks in and being able to just take their turn back with conversions. And yeah, no, it's more on Zerg's detriment to continue those strings on block. So we'll see how the mix that Zerg can do at the moment, but Super Granios is starting things off.
Big combo right there. There's the knockdown. Try to dash back, and Zerg, great recovery with the DP, still matching their frames. Big rock bottom, and the crosses. Look at the hype, the just defenses from Granios.
Exactly. Yeah, who's a Vox? I know. Whoa, Vox. I know, Toma. We see a Vox. We rarely see a Vox on screen here, Toma. But yeah, you see Super Granios. We see Super Granios here at this position all the time here at the top 8. So yeah, it's kind of a nothing new sort of thing. But what a confirm right there with the standing heavy punch into the Ruckus, and that will be the kill.
That's also nothing new. Super Granios closing it out with the Rekka. Big uppercut there. Set point for Super Granios. Zerg managed to get a single round thanks to the hitting gear. They still have an opportunity to at least tie up in rounds and at least get some games, get him on the board. But Granius' offense is so tight as well as
Exactly. Nice confirm there with a dive kick. And again, that's one of the tools that Vox can do, but it will spend on the rev gauge meter. Nice hyper defense, things like that you do need to just interrupt the attempted strings that Super Granios is going to do, and then take your turn.
But Zerg, you gotta be very careful. He's cranking out that rev blow. That level 1, we've seen it do so much more damage, but because of the hyper defense, that would definitely scale it down.
Yeah, very much so. But now here we go. Super Granios trying to get super offensive right now. SVG is in the range, but no second super right there, so he can't do the hitting gear just yet. But, you know, Super Granios is continuing the offense, gets the jump in right there.
Not just any jump in, but it was a jump in heavy button. That pretty much guarantees not only this combo, but it's going to guarantee ourselves the game. We're going to go ahead and use the rare chance that Super Granios went for the screw upper, but we got ourselves the game, the set.
Yeah, exactly. 3-0 over Zerg here at winner semifinals. So it was tough. It was definitely tough for Zerg to try to find a way. It's very tough to try to find a way in, especially against a player like Super Granios. But when they did a lot of damage. Here, and you can see here in the replay. And plus, we are also at the top 8. So now your losers run is starting here. It's just you're just facing a lot of tough players trying to get back to this to try to get the run back.
Yeah, but at least you made it to the top 8. That's all
you did. Yeah.
Big damage in, and here we go. Super Granios just so effective, and you can see what happened when Zerg went for the dive kick a little bit too close. Granios so quick with the punish, and finally sealing Zerg's fate with that jump heavy kick. And that's going to be Super Granios. Tale as old as time. Them on the winner's side, so close to winning.
Yep. Once it could be adding another title to their record, trying to get that number 12. But we'll see how Zerg does on the loser side here. But great showing again. I appreciate that we get to see a Vox for tonight's bracket. So appreciate seeing that.
We're going to see more Vox,
and we'll definitely will see more Vox. Yeah, you're right. But up next for our next winner semifinal is going to be Neku versus Furno. Furno going for the Krauser here, Neku with the Ronaldo. So yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to be seeing projectiles, between these two characters. It's just who's going to be throwing it like damn near spamming it here. And I have a feeling that Neku is going to play that range game against Krauser, because I know Krauser wanting to go leg tomahawk their way in there and maybe throw a blitz ball here and there. But I know Neku is just gonna be throwing those soccer balls. Whether it's the blue one or the red one, definitely gonna be spammed out there.
And that's the thing about Furno. If we remember before when we first saw them, Furno likes to take their foot off the gas when they're winning. You can't really do that against Ronaldo. You don't want to give this man space, because then he's going to start mixing you up with his soccer ball and, of course, the chest bump and the overhead. So I'm wondering, will Furno play a lot more aggressive in the set, knowing that it's Neku's Ronaldo, or you think Furno is going to, do what worked before, but just do it again?
Yeah, we'll definitely see as we get ready for our next match. But yeah, no, again, I'm thinking about how this would play out, and I definitely think, if you're Krauser, yeah, you're throwing the blitz balls here, like going for the high-low, and again, the leg tomahawk is usually the way in here. But you also got to think about like the travel distance of Krauser for the dash jump, the dash super jump, right? Like we saw in Furno's last match with, I believe, they were playing against a Preacher player, just dashing up and doing the cross up heavy, something that not a lot of characters have, is a cross up heavy punch right there. So I mean, and then while Neku, again, I'm just thinking about like not only just spamming, the soccer ball, but also again those hop normals that he has that can like get out of the way of lows. So we'll see how this is gonna be played out.
It is. So it's going to be a battle of distance. I'm wondering who's going to go in. Leg tomahawk is definitely on the table for Furno. They did so much work with it, and we're already in the leg tomahawk. But Neku is going to be using those soccer balls, so you can't really approach. And not to mention, the Bay, Ronaldo has a really good DP.
Yeah. It does travel in a good rate and speed here, and yeah, we're seeing it already. Neku just throwing out the soccer ball pressure right now and crossing out. Look at that mix up. You saw that?
Oh, I did.
That's like confirmed right there to get that Kaiser wave. Tomodachi, it was great to see you as well. I see. Oh, but here we go, man. Inferno getting that leg tomahawk way in there, body slam like it's Brock Lesnar here. But
He's built like Brock Lesnar.
He definitely is. He definitely is.
Still Neku with the level 1. Inferno has to spend so much meter just to avoid not being dead. Because the approach is so risky.
Exactly.
Bump in, yeah, overhead, good block. Inferno not really finding a button to come in. And Neku really just getting all the time they want to do. Let's go ahead and push back to neutral, and we still get to put the ball up.
Yep, definitely gonna put that ball up here. Nice heavy wall punish. So this Inferno able to get their turn back, do a lot of damage. Now they're hitting gear range. So whenever they're able to get a little bit more damage, but Neku's not gonna be able.
Oh no!
Super.
That was really unfortunate. There's the big blitz ball. Nobody needs to be underwater. Huge jump from Neku, and there's that overhead, and Neku takes it. Now remember, this is winner's semifinal. Whoever wins this will be fighting Super Granius. Not an easy opponent to defeat.
Exactly. But again, these are both high-level players that definitely want to add a title to their record here, and we'll see how that's going to happen. So far, right now, Neku getting that first game here. So let's see how Inferno is going to make that adjustment.
All right, Inferno does have a lot of big damage. It should be seen at 5. Okay, we're taking it to 2. Playing 2. Oh, huge buttons, man.
2 body slams right there, and now Inferno just having that big old health lead. But Neku has that chance to be able to just melt that life bar away here. If they can get
thumbs up
away in there.
Spending a little bit of that meter, keeping themselves safe. Pops on him, and you can see the Inferno's life lead slowly disappearing. We still have it, but Neku has SPG. Oh, we fainted to the Kaiser wave. What? This is why we have feints, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You either want to follow up with a high, or you can mix it up with a low or with the overhead. And you can watch out for that red ball having better properties than the blue one. Don't want to have blue balls.
No, we do not. But leg tomahawk, that's what you don't want. Scoops him up, slams him down, and we're playing the little cross-up game, forcing Inferno. Inferno is just running wild.
Ooh.
Oh! At the tip.
Oh, but you're knocking it out with a chop. But Neku back at it here and putting damage. And Kango hitting gear with it. Yeah, and definitely will do so. Just to melt that life bar. But let's see if it's gonna be the round.
It's not just the life bar. Neku's standing at an 86 red meter, so even if it doesn't kill, we're in a very good spot. But I think maybe I was wrong.
Again, it's just that final SPG having that big old
leg tomahawk. And the SPG from Neku. Actually, that wasn't SPG. That was not a red blow. That was
a red ball.
That was a red ball. Hell yeah. Backing away. Neku's got to be careful. You know, you can't get caught setting up because leg tomahawk will instantly go over those fireballs and be a big problem. Neku's being a lot more patient. Dashing back, staying out of that leg tomahawk range, and this is going to be a huge punish.
Yeah, whip punish to get the way in there, but now Neku's going to put on the offense, just doing a double hand chop right there, but Neku back at it into the level 1 super, putting some damage onto the SPG, and again, it's 1-1 on rounds, but Neku up a game at the moment, and right now Inferno just throwing out those blitz balls just to put some spacing there.
So much life with the body slam. Really going to take him out of the corner. You know about that neutral jump to avoid the throw, and Neku. That's going to be the second game for them. 2-0.
I mean, Neku showing piloting this Ronaldo, and again, just doing the right guesses to be able to get their damage in there. Even if Inferno was up on the life lead, but Neku just whittling away at that health bar. Now we're getting to our next game. Let's see if Inferno can do something to get on the board.
Yeah, we're seen some really good adaptations. It's just that Neku has so many more advantageous moments to take advantage of. There's the overhead, good use, and the rolling keeps Neku very slippery, putting Frodo to the corner.
Oh, this is kind of a position you do not want to be with a Ronaldo with this corner pressure, but also the ball mix up here. And you can't really press a button or kind of jump your way out because that ball will cover it here. But right now, Ferno getting some good damage in there. But now it's Neku's turn. Again, that throw in, attempted at the overhead.
Backing away, Ferno wants to play a little bit of a distance, keeping ourselves at that leg tomahawk distance. Neku though, walking back because they know that I'm not going to set up a soccer ball. You leg tomahawk me.
Exactly. And in Inferno's case, you do not just want to spam blitz balls because Neku can either jump over it or throw the level 1 super to negate the fireball.
Both of these people are at a standstill. 11 seconds on the clock. Oh, there we go. Neku gets a slight life lead. Verno needs to get a button in. Does not get it. Here's the chest bump. Won't to the thumbs up. Good tech on the throw. Jump in. Body slam. And that's going to be the round. Verno getting some much needed breathing room and closes that round with 1 second left.
That timer was counting down, and it was about to get to a
that timer was counting as slow as a referee doing a 10 count. Whoa! Hey, come on, go. 2.
Yeah, No Fun has that experience as a referee. But here we go. We are to our next match.
I broke my finger being a referee. It's stupid. I didn't even get to break my finger doing a cool wrestling spot.
Oh, we holding it. Oh, it went through. Okay. I like that idea that it went through. But you spent a super to be able to just get through that.
Neku's got to be very careful. We're at that stage. Here's the blitz ball coming in close. Neku does have SPG. We can get an easy counter. Not to mess with Ferno. So close to being overheated.
Nice tech on the throw right there.
It's so tense.
There it is. Okay, now Neku looking at set point. It was a little bit of a scramble, but Neku just running forward with those chest bumps. Again, Ronaldo's buttons, being able to interrupt and having that hop property to it too.
There's the red ball. One more time, jumping back. There's the blitz ball too. I think Tomahawk finally gets it. Not only getting it, but getting it so close to the corner. Neku tried to roll out, but Furrow called him out. And it's going to be, no John Cena treatment, but instead Kaiser wave.
Exactly. All right, okay. So we now we get into a situation where Furno's like, okay, got the game in there. I'm down, but it's possible. So. Like, just gotta play it up. Gotta do as best as I can, finding those ways in, and we'll hopefully get this next game. But right now, it's Neku just jabbing basically, jabbing their way in there and able to get the corner position.
Flying in the air. There's a ball, but mash. Inferno mashing through. We should see a side switch. Frame kill one more time. Blitzball faked out. Scores the low, and they both trade.
Okay, Inferno just using those breaks there to just continue that heavy button pressure, and also Neku now trying to trap Inferno, and will do so with this round. Now looking at set point, possibly be able to move on to winners finals. Neku just piloting this Ronaldo just masterfully.
Neku has been doing a great job ever since it's been called on the field. Ferno, so much damage, but they get popped up with a DP on the break. Neku pulling the ball out. They go for the air. I like the use of the jump. He gates the ball. Leg tomahawk to the throw.
Exactly. Just leg tomahawk while they were back dashing. It was a great way to get some damage in there, but now you're back into this neutral situation. Once again, leg tomahawk to get their way in there. Nice heavy.
But I like the back dash. Did you see that in their back dash to call out the roll through? No real counter attack that goes for the air. Still knocked down. Ferno has the life lead. Neku's got the SPG.
Okay, they both on neutral jump, gonna block and go ahead and red blow just cover the tracks. DP to connect there, and Neku getting 3-1 over Furno.
We are in the top 3 situation. Neku will be fighting Super Granias, defeating Furno. Furno will be dropping down to the lower bracket. Welcome to the top 8 Breakout fam. My name's Captain No Fun. This is Neighbor in the Bay, and we are calling some amazing highlights in Neku versus Pharaoh.
Exactly. Again, it was, man, again, that soccer ball, again, just coming into play, just covering a lot of situations that Furno, of course, did not want to be in, and Furno trying to fight their way out, maybe trying to jump their way out of there. But again, that soccer ball was covering, like, you trying to jump? No, the soccer ball is going to hit you. You can see here in the replays.
Yeah, it's just such great effective piloting from Neku, but Ronaldo is just a very annoying character. Low crushing chest bumps, set play with the soccer ball, and of course the guy actually hits decently hard.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you definitely do not want to get touched by the soccer player right there. No, touched by Ronaldo. Again, putting Furno, another person that's won these breakouts here, down to the loser's side. So here we go. We're going to get our next match here. Ron Dunn. We haven't seen Ron Dunn for tonight, but they're here, and they're still on the top 8 side of things, I believe. Let's see. Ron Dunn and Black Spider 88. Where are they? Here. They are on the loser side. So, again, this is going to be a fight to survive here, and whoever wins that out is going to be facing Zerg with their blocks.
You said fight to survive? Kumite. Kumite.
Exactly. That's how it'd be like. But yeah.
Oh man. So it was a very busy weekend. The CEO is definitely the talk of the town. I think I saw the best tweet about it, which was Alex Jabali is FGC Zora Mondami.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Like, leading up to the day one of CEO, you just see like Jabali just tweeting out like, okay, fire
free
marshal
shuttles.
This, fire marshal that, like getting approval for this, trying to get CEO TV, channel TV to be up and running, and like, man, he does work all the way until the event starts, and that's still that the work is not done until the event is fully finished.
Didn't he also secure free shuttles like a week before?
Something like that. Like he keeps working, and he'll tweet it out.
It's not just working. He's working, but giving. Like Jabali Land, free shuttles. I remember were they still selling Jabali fried chicken?
Not this year. I don't.
Okay, because I remember at the old location of CEO, we had Jabali fried chicken, which was like 2 pieces a side and a biscuit for like $10.
Okay.
When you're in Florida, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And also, I had the added benefit of not walking around Daytona Beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. We didn't have that. We'll see for next year. We'll see, but yeah, we'll definitely. I mean, it's already, the details already are shown for CEO next year. Going to be in September, which is pretty awesome. They're not going to be kind of clashing with, well, hopefully not clashing with any other big events. But yeah, CEO is going to be next year in September. So definitely we're going to make the trip out back out there for next year. But
hey, if we're going to be talking about events that we need to be plugging, we talk a lot about CEO shit. We need to talk about XFS, right?
Yeah, you're right. Extreme Fighter Showdown, that's going to be happening as well in October. You're going to see a lot of the Breakout cast.
You're going to see a lot of the Breakout cast. In addition to your normal travelers, there are some other people who are finally getting their name out there. Shout out to Tomadoc, who did a whopping 8 blocks of commentary.
That's right. That's right.
For Beasties, I did like 9 because 2 of my commentators ended up in the top 8. Those effers. I hate you, White Cry. I hate you, Argan.
The struggle of being a commentator player here. But here we go. Ron Dunn versus Black Spider. Losers top 8 here. Who's going to be winning out to survive the next round?
And
out.
remember what we said last time with Black Spider. Of all the people who likes to steal their turns, it's Black Spider, especially since Spider was stealing their turns against. He did it. He did it twice, nerd.
He did it. He definitely did. Okay, so but this is also two characters here that can steal a turn if a rev blow is presented. But we'll see if that's gonna be coming into play here because Rondon is out of there. Well, actually, they might. Oh, now
He's doing it again. He's doing it again. First off, amazing just defend in the air to call out the Raging Storm, but Black Spider, I think Spider just hates Rock Howard. I think that's what it is, man. If he sees maybe a Rock Howard running at him, killed his parents or something. I don't know, because this guy's so belligerent with his DP.
Yeah, very much so. But now Ronda is finding their way in there. Can go ahead and finish it with a rising tackle. Oh, nice. Went with the high dodge attack there to bypass the Zenretsu Ken. And then with the rising tackle once again. And again, Black Spider just throwing out them DP buckets.
I told you, it's just DPs. Just DPs with Black Spider is minus or is waking up, he's going to DP you. Or if he gets a combo, he's going to DP you. But going for the level 1 super for the quick follow-up, went for the overhead, got interrupted. And Rondon, we got to talk about it. Rondon is one of the most reliable, steady Rock Howard players in Breakout.
Yeah, very, very much so. Okay, that does connect right there. Rondon still has some SVG. I mean, Rondon is also making it rain with some rising tackles as well. And as well as Black Spider with the goal.
Oh, big combo. That's going to be all she wrote for Black Spider. Insane execution. I told you. This man hates Rock.
He hates the Howards? Is that what you...
Yeah, he hates the Howards.
That's what you're saying? He hates the Howards.
He hates the Howards, man. Yes. Geese isn't here, so I'll kick your ass for him.
Right. Exactly.
Get ready. Fight.
He's the Howards, exactly.
He's the Howards. God, can you imagine if, like, you're into a girl, but she's, like, Geese Howard's daughter or something?
I mean, that's basically Fatal Fury 1 OVA with Lily.
Yeah. But, like...
You saw what happened there at 1.
Uses the chop, tries to a little bit one, puts Rondon out of the corner, finally lands the overhead to the level 1.
Nice confirmed there by Black Spider. Rondon is having to withstand the defense, but the wall that is Zenretsu can hit. But again, the Raging Storm right there connected as well, and there, yeah, Rondon able to close it out at the very, very end there.
Round 2.
Now, Rondon also went to the well of the overhead. Black Spider throwing the DP. Rondon double fireball, walking it up. Black Spider being a lot more patient, walking around. Oh no, that's a big whiff, but not a lot of bad damage. Oh, hard head to the knockdown.
Go into the shining edge right there. And nice BD jumping right there. And going to continue on with the run mix.
Sonic Candy was thrown. Good job. Black Spider's becoming my favorite player.
Nice hyper defense right there, but a wake up throw instead. Rondon now in the SPG range, but also an overheat, able to just jump, just cross up and get the game in there. It's going to be now 1-1 against Black Spider.
Here we go. Even though we're in the top 8, now that the creme de la creme have risen to the top, these matches have been getting a lot faster. Just because the combos are more optimized. When people land an opening, they exploit it.
Exactly. It's a lot more volatile right now. And yeah, you can see here, Rondon and Black Spider, they want to survive the next round here to get that much closer to the top 8 side. But nice jump in there by Black Spider. He is going to go ahead and go get that combo in there, put Rondon into SBG, and then another just DP because, you know, I hate the Howards.
I hate the Howards. I'm thinking Vince McMahon's voice. God damn it, Doc Howard.
Here we go, Ron Dunn getting the hard edge in there into the shining edge as well. Here as attempted to continue on that damage, but Black Spider able to go EX.
Wanted to go for twice, and Ronda. Yeah, Ronda understood it. Black Spider is going to be doing anything. They could just jump back. We could go for the just defend. We could just block. Whatever. As long as Black Spider committed to a button, which they did, they died, which they did.
Exactly. Continue on, putting on pressure on the string right there. Again, rising tackle to connect into the hard edge. Continuing on that offensive pressure. Nice just defend.
Then there's the DP one more time, chases it down with the standing series. Break, shining knuckle to take the knockdown one more time. And Black Spider oh no, that run mix is going to be really bad. That's going to be double bad. And we know, Nerd of the Bay, Black Spider definitely got these combos on deck.
Definitely much so, and now trying to bait out the rising tackle of Ron Dunn. Gonna get clipped by the overhead here, but gonna get hit with the EX hard edge for the game here. Ron Dunn now up 2 games over 1 against Black Spider. Let's see.
If you have not seen this before, this is going to be best of 3 since we are in the top 8, and Rondon narrowly taking that victory away. Though Black Spider oh no! What a hot start! Just round start hard edge.
Exactly. Nice low confirm there by Black Spider 88. You're gonna try to get their mix in there, missing the throw. Rondon ready for that with that neutral jump here, and gonna end it with the hard edge combo ender. We're gonna go run all the way to the
no. That's a double. That was double bad. Not only did Rondon get hit by a jump into the fireball, but Black Spider was not able to capitalize the opening. Now we go. That capital is going to be some capital punishment. Big uppercut right now. We should be seeing the overhead, knowing how Rondon plays, but no. Black Spider goes for the throw.
Low confirmed the connects right there, and now Black Spider getting the first round of this game. That was looking very, very iffy with Rondon getting into the corner, but you forget that that Rock Howard can run and side switch there, as you can see. But now here, we're into the next round. Nice neutral jump by Rondon to get some big damage. Have a level 1 super into the Raging Storm.
Level 1 super with an extra 5 extra crispy. Rondon has been getting so much mileage off of that jumping heavy punch.
And get that Raging Storm, but again, super right there, super DP that connect. Continue to just man, they're going all gas at the moment. Like, again, Jigapatu, all gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
Sniper shot right there to connect, but they're both on overheat as well.
You better watch out for that warning shot. Rondon with the hard edge, putting ourselves in set point. And why is Solo Sikoa one of the more interesting people in WWE right now? Dude, how the hell did that happen? How the hell did that happen?
That entire family is just hilarious. All right, Black Spider.
So the level 1 is not only damage and distance, but it also depletes the rev gauge by 10%, which is a lot.
Yeah, definitely. You need as much of the depletion as much as possible. Try to go double rev blow there. Rondon having a little bit of SPG left, trying to keep it there as much as possible. Now it is completely out, and now at the risk of overheat.
This is going to be really bad for Rondon. So close to being chipped out. He could get a guard break. Both of our players both out. But the level 1, you could not. That fireball too big. You just can't jump out of that.
I mean, at that range, you definitely cannot jump out of that. And then, Rondon definitely tried. The wall that is the House Shokoken just been thrown out there, and is now 2-2. For this game.
We haven't even entered close to grand finals.
Not yet. No. We're good, but we're getting there here. Okay, Rondon again with the hard edge and the follow-up throw to connect. Again, DP.
I hate the Howards.
I hate the Howards DP.
2 light confirms right there. The command grab. We haven't seen that option too often, haven't we, nerd?
No. Not nice overhead to connect right there. Attempted at the double Koho DP, but Rondon was ready for both of them, and now looking to not gonna be the end right there. Gonna go ahead and Shifuken twice.
Cross up B, and that was a really smart decision making. Rondon had so much life. They know. Let me go ahead and hold on to that, because if we've noticed from Rondon how they play, we're either using level 1 to reverse or we're using the shiny knuckle. Oh no! As I talked about it before, what a far confirm into that super.
Heavy button right there to confirm into the shiny knuckle, but here we go. Ron Dunn going super once again, trying to close this out here. Attempted with the meaty jump heavy, gonna get the EX. Go for the bounce, put him in the corner.
On the DP, nice light punch on the break. Okay, Rondon going, staying away, using the long limbs. This is do or die. Black Spider is fireballing for all they got, but the low profile from the Reppuken, using Daddy's move to get the round.
Exactly. Just a double EX double Reppuken right there to connect, and yeah, that is going to be the match there. Ron Dunn going to go ahead and move and survive against Black Spider 88. Unfortunately, Black Spider 88, that is going to be the end of your run, but amazing run there with Marco once again.
It's like watching your favorite wrestler get eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
A little bit here. You can see the replays. They're definitely going at it, blow for blow.
It's blow for blow, but just not to mention offense for offense. The moment Rondon was playing the distance game and just letting Black Spider riff was when Rondon was taking control of the tempo of the match.
Definitely. And you can see, like, again, how volatile the matchup was getting towards the end. They just wanted to just make sure the other person's not going to get their hit in there here, as you can see with Black Spider. But Rondon, again, it's Rock Howard. They can just heavy kick confirm into super. They can piano once again their offense string, and Rondon able to get the 3-2, but it was a fight to get that 3.
It was definitely a fight to the finish for Rondon, but it's going to be quite the difficult match. Rondon, though, very fortunate for them that they're playing Rock Howard. They are definitely using the tools of Rock Howard, and when you're fighting against Rondon, it's death by 1,000 cuts. But as we go into the bracket, do we have the opportunity to get 1,000 cuts when someone could kill you in 10?
Yeah, exactly. Again, so I mean, currently we're looking at the top 8 side of things here. We're looking at is Super Grenias and Neku at your winners final here. Ferno waiting for the winner of actually did we see that already? Cybergelio and Evil Nameless. But whoever gonna win that is gonna face Ferno. And then we just saw Ron Dunn and Black Spider, and it's going to be Zerg and Ron Dunn for your losers side here. So the top 8 is filling out here. We're heading towards the grand final for tonight. This week number 61, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves here in Breakout. Welcome once again. If you guys are just joining us here, I am Neighbor in the Bay, Nerd in the Bay here versus with Captain No Fun here. We're going to be doing the double duty here with you gues for Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, as well as tomorrow for Street Fighter 6.
A double dose of the 2D with Nerd in the Bay and Captain No Fun, the two people who debuted literally on the same day.
Yeah, right. Very, very fitting that we're able to do Street Fighter 6 tomorrow. The first, it was my first commentary thing, and it was with Captain No Fun over at Guildhouse.
I keep saying that Nerd in the Bay and I are like Ippo and Miata. Where we started You know.
Right.
Like, man, you watch Ippo and Miata, they're gonna be like this together, and then they just
until they have to break away
they break away,
strengthen up
because Ippo beat Miata like one sparring match. Miata loses one local.
He's like, I gotta go.
He loses one local. It's like F this Kamigawa BS.
Oh man, yeah. No. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun. It's fun tonight, but definitely again it's gonna be fun for Street Fighter 6 for tomorrow. Once again, Breakout having games pretty much every single day of the week. Again, Mondays is your Tokon days, 2XKO. Tuesdays, Wednesday, Tekken 8. Thursdays, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Friday is going to be your Street Fighter 6. And Saturday, if you're more on the intermediate beginner level, it's going to be your Tekken 8 Academy here for Breakout. So, again,
and
games
also,
throughout the week.
We also got to give a shout out to the Matcherino link.
Oh, yeah,
because
definitely.
people have been dropping money, such as SNK Esports putting in a cool $100. But the community has definitely showed up to put some dollary dues in the pocket. And also, let's give a shout out to a sponsor that you and I have seen literally everywhere, Okazemi Coffee.
Yeah.
You needed some of that one.
Definitely. I definitely would need it if I, definitely would need it. But also, exclamation point, Okazemi, you can, get save 10% off your, your next order using the code Okazemi right there, as well as One Shot, as well. To thank you guys for being able to sponsor Breakout, every single week here with us. Okazemi is everywhere throughout this major tournament circuit. Wherever I was going at, they were definitely there, sharing samples and everything.
They were doing samples. They were at Beast in the East, bro.
Oh,
they
nice.
were at,
okay, there we go.
They
were everywhere.
They were everywhere. I do love the name. So if you don't know, Okazemi is FGC themed coffee. So like heavy attack, medium attack, light attack, and the name of their caffeine free one is Safe Jump, which is effing brilliant.
Nice. There we go. Okay. And you definitely will continue to see them for it, the rest of the events throughout this year and probably next year too.
And the year after that. Now, if we could get that Baron Popcorn sponsorship.
Yeah, they are also been popping up everywhere as well because people loving the popcorn, in wherever they were at. So yeah, no, I think they're definitely going to be getting that spot too.
Yeah, if you don't know, Baron Popcorn, mainly based out of Chicago, so I got to experience them over at Frosty Fausting. But because Alex Jabali is FGC Mondami, he got Baron Popcorn to come all the way to Florida.
Yeah, and I believe I saw them at Combo Breaker as well.
Yeah, because it's Chicago.
It is Chicago.
Baron Popcorn is so well known that other smaller events will just put in their flyer, we have Baron Popcorn.
Nice. There we go. Yeah, man. No, it's been a crazy like event year. This year again, like when you think about like how Evo and CEO basically date switched this year.
It is. It's kind of funny. Like Evo has finished, but it feels like we are still sprinting to the end.
Yeah, definitely. And usually, if this is like your first year into attending these majors or like just attending FGC events, kind of the ender would be like Evo. Kind of ending the season, major event wise, and then like it'd kind of be like a regionals kind of picking up like the rest of the year.
Regionals just to keep yourself fresh, just to see all
keep yourself sane.
No, yeah, exactly. I gotta play fighting games.
Yeah. So
I need to know, nerd. When you do a event like CEO where you're just swimming in fighting games and you come home, are you the kind of guy that's like, get me away from this, or are you like, yeah, I gotta play more?
So there's two halves of me, right? There's two halves of me. The FGC player is like, okay, thank goodness I don't have to worry about like fighting games because like the season is done. But the content creator me is like, oh, Bob came out like yesterday, so I had to do some content for Tekken 8 for Bob, and there's a clip that I shared from last night's stream. Me and a homie, shout out to Bonkers, we had a Bob off, right? And so to put context, we didn't know what each other was going to make in a costume, so we were making costumes. In the character customization, and so I didn't see what he was trying to put on. I was like, I'm gonna make this costume. It's gonna be hella funny. So by the time we get into the match, it's like me with emo Bob, right? Me with emo Bob, not realizing that Bonkers also did emo Bob. So it's two emo Bobs fighting each other. It was the funniest thing to witness.
When I think of emo characters in Tekken, I think of the jolly fat guy who loves hamburgers.
Because I was like, what costumes do I put for Bob? And I'm still trying to think about it. Like, okay, Kingpin I could do and all this stuff. But I also made like a Dominican Bob, right? I made putting him in like just super tight like jeans and like a super tight shirt. So like yeah, it just again the fun part of like Tekken 8 is not the fighting part. It's making up costumes for me.
Yeah, shout out to Miasma. I think that girl spends as much time dressing up Tekken as she does playing Tekken.
Yeah.
And if you see her tournament standings, she plays a lot of Tekken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, shout out to Miasma as well. Just doing super duper well and just being fully in on the Tekken scene there.
So for me, right? We were talking about Nerd in the Bay's exploits. I did the stupidest thing recently. Nerd, my 1 month regional tour.
Oh yeah.
So I started in Beast in the East. Then a week later, I went to Texas Showdown, and then a week later, Beast in the Eastern Virginia. Then the next week was Hip Hop Kick over in Texas.
Yeah.
And a week later was Iron Fist Monthly's 5-year anniversary in North Carolina. When I was done, I did not want to put on a headset. I did not want to look at a fighting game because I was just dead because Nerd in the Bay is the opposite of me. Nerd in the Bay, when he gets an event like a Friday Sunday, he will be like, I'm showing up Thursday and I'm gonna get I'm gonna get settled in.
Very much so.
He doesn't room with anyone. He just like, this is my vacation. No, you treat it like a vacation.
It is true. I'm a grown man. I was like, I do like my space and everything.
You like your space, but you also you always like to do like day zero. You come in at a good time.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. So for Beast in the East, not Beast in the East, for Hip Hop Kick, I boarded a flight at 6 in.m. to land at 11 a.m. and then I kept on and I left the state at 1 p.m. the next day. For North Carolina, I took a red eye and then my flight we had to leave at 5 a.m., meaning I had to be at the airport at 3 a.m. Shout out to Surging Storm for driving me around. I learned some interesting tech. You know the cookout, right, Nerd? Yeah. According to Surging Storm, the consensus is you do not eat cookout when the sun is out. Because if you do, people think you have problems.
Okay.
like Surging with his amazing southern accent. Like, if we see you eating cookout, we're like, do you have a problem? Are you all right?
Are you good? Did we do a wellness check on you? Like
exactly. Which is different because like if you see me eating at In-N-Out at noon, you're like, oh, Cap's getting a meal. It's In-N-Out. But just the idea of like people side-eyeing you with your cookout bag.
Oh my
So
gosh.
now I know because every time we went in Virginia, my wife and I would get it at 1 p.m. So now I know everybody's side-eyeing us.
Oh my gosh. Oh dude. Yeah, no. I can see
this?
like, man, like they're eating this early? What the heck? But yeah,
Look at these riffraff. All right, take us to the top 8. No.
Yeah. So again, once again, we're looking at our top 8 here, seeing how it's all playing out. As you can see, Super Granios winning out 3-0 over Zerg. Ferno, unfortunately, not winning it out here over Neku. Neku winning it 3-1. So now winners final is looking like Super Granios and Neku. You're gonna see the Preacher versus the Ronaldo right there. Cyber Gelio, you'll be able to move on via DQ there.
DQ.
Gonna go up against Inferno.
Speaking of, remember how we were talking about earlier of people who got really my friend Sim, he's a really good third strike player. He wins a set, And then the next game was Justin Wong.
Yeah.
He's all well.
Sick.
Neku versus Preacher. This is going to be one of those rounds where both of these characters have very awesome fireworks. And Super Granius loves to use that little tornado kick as a way to jail after knockdown for Oak.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Neku, he loves the blue ball. Oh, got hit in the balls though.
It definitely got hit in the balls right there.
He did.
That down heavy to connect and that level 1 super. Like, dude, stop throwing that. I'm a down C that thing.
Yo, he got Johnny Cage.
He did get Johnny Cage, and now Neku's paying for it here for this round.
You can just see it. I just love the idea of Ronaldo just like kicking a soccer ball right in Preacher's face, and he just goes like, bah! He got Danhausen punched.
Yeah, definitely did it right there. So yeah, Super Granius definitely made him pay for that. But here we go. We're out to the next round. Neku's still throwing the zoning game at the moment, but now trying to keep pressure on Super Granius and getting that slow-mo too.
Slow-mo with the low dodge and the reset. This is one of the reasons why Ronaldo is so deadly, especially in the corner, because you just have to contend with 2 things. Very reminiscent of an anime fighter or a My Fan kind of.
Yeah, definitely much so. Just again, Neku just leaving that red ball out there, but gonna go ahead and side switch on the throw, and now here we go. Super Granius attempting to just continue to keep that pressure on. We're just side switching.
Yeah, that's because Neku was doing a lot of dashing to try to hit. There's the red blow, thanks to the armor frames. Quick knockdown. Neku has a lot of space, goes for the slide it, but there's the punish from Super Granius. And we got level 1 on deck, and Granius has the combo optimized. I believe this is certainly going to kill because we have he built it up. He built up the hidden gear. All right, let's go ahead and put that round in the frame. QE.
Yeah, definitely built that entire thing up there, making sure you got the game win right there. Super Granius is going to start things off with a 1-0 over Neku.
That was just optimization. Neku definitely was in a winnable state, especially since we were not super cornered, but just the timing. Granius' spacing is so good, especially with the down C.
Yeah, no, definitely. So see what Neku can do to make some sort of adjustments. Going to continue on playing the soccer ball game here, just keeping that zoning away from Super Granius. Super Granius is going to go and just dash in there with the throw and trying to go for that tornado jail.
Running underneath, and Granius seeing that Neku's in the corner, but jumping back just to give us a little bit of space. Too much dribbling though, not enough middling. And Granius getting stopped. Both of these people not really getting anything, but okay, let's go.
Neku, Neku able to get their hits in there. I believe Super Granius was trying to JD one of the soccer balls, but it was to their downfall there for that round at the very least. There we go. Now Super Granius getting into the groove of JDing, but missing the red ball this time, and now having to just deal with this pressure that is Ronaldo.
Dash back twice again. And Neku, if you think about Ronaldo's damage, it's so explosive. It's very burst damage. Granius playing steady. Oh, there's the crouching C from Neku as well, but Granius still pushing the combo. And here we go. The record that's going to pump him up. DP, one more dribble, and that's going to be a level 1. And it's pretty much a mix of whatever Granius wants to do, they can.
Yeah. Definitely. Neku attempted it with the DP break right there just to cover the bases, and Super Granius keeping the defense there, but going to get hit with a rev blow instead. Nice mix there by Neku. Soccer ball going high, and then Neku goes low with the low button right there. And then now keeping the zoning game once again.
Running in, you gotta be very careful at this range because Pressure can dash it. One weakness of Preacher is the fact that she has a dash. Unlike characters like Carry and Rock, they could have long jumped that a long time.
Yeah. And at the same time, again, keeping it at bay. Oh, it's gonna hit.
Yeah, you.
Very good.
And that's the thing, Neku. This is 2 rounds that Neku's lost because they've been dribbling their ball too many times.
Final round.
I am making a factual statement.
You are making a factual statement.
This is not an innuendo.
Neku was definitely playing with his ball right there. And,
You are making the innuendo.
continue to do so. I mean, he's playing. He's a soccer player. What can I say? Right now, Neku again trying to keep the zoning game, which is working bit by bit. But Super Granius is starting to unfold it here, and it did so like with that last round.
Now that we see Super Granius use the level 2 again, and we can really see how Neku's going to change the trajectory of the offense the moment that their opponent gets Super. Right now they're in the corner. There's going to be the free throw reset, the ball in, and we're going to DP right there. Still though, close to the corner and back to the middle screen.
Nice to get a little bit of JD's, a little bit of health back, but in order to get a significant amount of Super Granius, we need to JD every single soccer ball that is being thrown their way right now. And right now, Neku is making this wall that is not only the soccer balls, but again, just keeping the zone out. But you can't take away from Super Granius forever because they will get their touch in there and get some big damage.
Yeah, you got to. This is pretty much near fatal situation for both players. They are both sitting on level 2. Granius has SPG. We haven't seen the red low done in a long while. Goes for the neutral jump D, still blocking, and Neku burnt themselves out. Oh God, there's a crouch C. Hit it with the Johnny Cage. And
go.
Granius, you know, yo, it's dead. It's absolutely dead. Ding dong, dead. Finish him. Let's go.
Shh. I was watching the timer. Like, you better hit that hitting gear before the timer runs out. And luckily they do so to be able to get this round, because otherwise it would have gone to a timeout. But Super Granius is going to get the second round there. 2 games up over Neku at this winner's final.
Yeah, 1st to 3 situation right here, and Super Granius this is what we see a lot. Granius in the winners section, Granius not dropping any games. Granius also top 3 at CEO. I almost wanted to say CEO with Preacher, unconventional character choice.
No, just showing how strong Preacher is, but also Neku just showing like, okay, this is what you can do with Ronaldo. So, you know, this is like a kind of a study thing for Super Granius. Like, okay, what do I need to? What can I do amidst a top 8? Like how to deal with the Ronaldo, and you were seeing it unfold little by little. Again, throwing that super out there, and just finding their way in there. But Neku just trying to keep his wall situation going. But
That's a big jump in with the jump D.
Again, super to connect right there, and now it's all Super Granius trying to go into the mix here. We're gonna go for double tornado into the DP to finish. We're gonna go home.
Oh, and that. Yeah, we're gonna dash back to call out the rollout, and this is really big. Granius gets knocked down. It's still pretty good. Neku does have 2 meter. We still have SMG. It's very winnable. You just gotta be very careful how we handle the ball. Oh, that's blocked. That is blocked. No, I thought it was, but
that
no,
was
he
a butt.
went for the. Oh, that was a butt. That was an overhead.
Yeah.
I really thought. And that's the thing about Ronaldo's animations. They're very close to his body. You know what I mean? He doesn't extend stuff.
It doesn't look like attacks, but they definitely are. And Neku definitely pressed the button there at that last round. But now Super Granius at the precipice of getting this 3-0, unless Neku has something to say about it.
Well, the only thing that Neku's gonna say is "ow" at that final review, of course, of their life. He just defends right now. Chest bumps. This time we block the reset. Hard sweep for the knockdown. Double sweep too.
Exactly. Yeah, got that wild punish right there. Neku's been trying to open up Super Granius in a zoning way, but Super Granius is like, no, you can do that all you want. I'm gonna find my way in there. I'm gonna throw that level 1 super. Not the kill just yet, but we're gonna go to side.
Mix the kill, double jump, and that's it with the jumping B. That will put Super Granius in the winners section of grand finals, pretty much all but guaranteed top 2.
Yeah. And Super Granius in the grand finals. Like you said, winner's side here. So all they need is to win 3 games, and you can see there a winner's final, like with Neku having to be that soccer ball wall that they were trying to be. It didn't seem to matter as much. Yeah, it got cute for a minute until Super Granius was able to get their touch in there and just get the damage, as you can see here, bro. But again, Neku has an idea here with the soccer ball mix up and kind of defensive play and zoning here. And so just got to kind of, think about it. Think about like what transpired. Hopefully get the run back and try to evolve this game plan.
It is. Neku is still in the tournament, and being dropped from winners finals is not the worst position. We will be sitting at the top of losers finals, so we're going to go ahead and take that tournament. We're going to move the bracket on. But hey, everyone, we are moving quick. We are moving fast. Captain No Fun and Neighbor in the Bay. Neighbor, you got to tell me the lore on that.
I don't know if
I mean, not now, but eventually. Eventually.
I was like, I don't know if I can tell you that lore on stream.
Oh no! Oh no! I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. I
That's the lore. That's basically it.
So what happened was you got a trial period
I
to
did.
the black card.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
You had the all access pass,
it.
man.
Yeah, man. I got it.
It was given to you and then got revoked. You know, like how you could rent a Street Fighter character for a day when you.
Yeah. And I told him, like, to be fair, I went swimming a lot as a child, so that's why.
To be fair, I swam a lot.
He thought I was. He's like this. Oh, bro, this is sick. I have to brine him up, and all that stuff.
See, if it's any consolation, like you got mistaken for black. During change shift, I got mistaken for gay. So,
Okay.
no, it's a
All right.
mistaken identity everywhere.
Yeah.
Round 1. Get ready.
All right. Oh, here we go. We have our
First-
losers semifinal here. Ron Dunn with the Rock Howard, Cyber Gilia with the Mr. Big starting things off. Let's see how this
Cybergalia-
play it out.
Remember last time we saw Cybergalia, they started off with the Billy Kane, so we're just gonna go ahead and stay with Mr. Big. But Rondon, highly aggressive start. We use the fireball, and Cybergalia hits the DP, matches the buttons, and one more time with the DP.
Exactly. So things to look out for in this matchup. They both have travelable, like they can travel on their heavies, right? They can travel, or at least Mr. Big can travel on their heavy C, right? But Rock has like button confirms into things. Button confirm into super, and they can like piano their strings, sort of, basically piano their strings for pressure. So again. And also the versatility that is Rock Howard, being able to do the Shibuken, in the air and crossing up and command grab and everything. But also, Mr. Big has those things as well.
In addition to kind of hit hard edge, it's also a great combo. Playing Mr. Big, lots of damage from the get and crouching C. Look at that button! Look at that button! It's a cigar crouching heavy with sticks.
Yeah,
no fair.
pretty much. And Mr. Big has the moves of like a fireball and a DP, but they're not like established as that, right? They're just there as like extended.
He has them for fun.
Yeah,
he has them
extended
for
range
fun.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cyber Galileo taking that first game. This is losers semifinals. I believe this is still first and two.
Let's get a confirmation there. But yeah, no, I mean Cyber Galileo getting that first game right there with the Mr. Big. So yeah, no, Ron Dunn. Let's see what they can do for this round for adjustment. Right now, gonna get hit with that standing C into the drum and basically a DP ender right there. Get hit with the rising tackle.
Rising tackle break, putting him in the corner, catches him with the crouching B. That's going to be a hard knockdown. Roll out Cyber Galileo, though, again with the counter hit for hard edge. More damage on the table, and not to mention Rondon healthy with 35 rev gate, going lower.
And right now, Cyber Galileo getting their jump in there. Melted that SPG with that jump in right there and connecting with the overhead. Oh, and ends it with the rev blow. When you think that Cyber Galileo was looking in trouble, just needed a jump in to melt that entire health bar away.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Huge one, Saragelio. Back. Oh my god. Big damage right to Rondon. It's going to be the first knockdown. Being very careful how we manage the rev gauge. And Rondon keeping it light, running in. How we approach. Fireball follow-up. Okay.
All right, Rondon, I'm not trying to put that pressure on Cyregelio, but once again, Cyregelio getting that jump in there, going to get some decent damage, putting some SPG away here, and now completely taking it out. Not even, and the thing is, we're not even relying on the command grab just yet. We're just, we're finding our guesses in there, getting jump ins, gets the dive here and there, and again, Cyregelio already making it two games
it's
in.
pretty smart not to bring out the command grab just yet, because that is such a parlor trick. Rock Howard has to really move heaven and earth or
Round 1.
run at you.
Get
Yeah.
ready.
So the moment you put that command grab in someone's head, they're going to scout it out.
Definitely. Oh man! And right now, Cyregelio getting the dive, counter hit there, and we're gonna go end it with that DP ender right there. We go rising tackle to connect, and now Rondon again trying to keep this offensive mix-up in here, and Cyregelio now on overheat.
It is, and Cyregelio, not only are we overheated, but okay, we're at least got the counter switch. We should be very careful if we get a knockdown, because Rondon can easily get a side switch. Oh, beautiful use of the anti-air levels 1 super.
Okay, double air, normal right there for Cyregelio. Also, Rock can do the double air normal as well. But Rondon right now not going to have a chance, it looks like, because there are overheat and that dive connected. And now Cyregelio at set point for this loser semifinal.
One of Mr. Biggs' specials is that he electrifies him, and he has the Raiden. Coincidence? Maybe?
Exactly. This pimp named Mr. Big with a dive and a fireball and a grab and a DP has everything basically.
Yes, he does. That's what happens when you sacrifice your hair. You get everything.
You get everything. You get the ladies, right?
You get the ladies. You get the fur coats.
You get the fur
really good
coat.
normals.
Right? You have a henchman named John Crowley.
Did you remember how in Art of Fighting 1, Mr. Big couldn't jump?
Yeah, he couldn't jump. He was
couldn't
diving
jump.
all over the place, and it hurt like hell.
Good. Oh my god, look at that guard cancel too. And you see Cyregelio go ahead and extend all the gauge just for the overheat. You gotta be very careful though. A guard break is there, especially where Rondon has 2 meter. However, Cyregelio has a lot of health. And we are so close. Yeah, we're so close to that guard break.
Almost had a guard break right there, but now Rondon attempted to, try to just get some offense going, but the counter state that is Mr. Big prevailed, and Cyregelio going to get 3-0 over Rondon.
Whew, that was a strong set. Cyregelio is just playing extremely solid all the way through. Just Mr. Big got it all. He literally got it all. Definitely what he got is the win.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I was saying, like, in season 2, like, this Mr. Big is a new Hotaru, and it kind of prevails here in season 3. Continues to do so. So yeah, again, just Cyregelio just navigating this matchup like he knows it, right? Against Rock Howard, against Rondon, and just melting bars away.
Melting health bars, and that's going to be loser semifinals. We are moving deeper into the bracket. Who would have thought? Who would have thought if you were a new City of the Wolves player seeing 20 person bracket after CEO, light work, easy day, wonderful time to jump in. No, that just means there's less water for the sharks to find you.
Exactly. Just when you think people were taking breaks, you clearly see again they are definitely not. But again, I mean, it's a iron sharpens iron sort of situation. Like, yeah, maybe you're gonna get stomped in this bracket, but you definitely will get better just playing these people, time and time again, every single week. So you continue to keep at it, and and if getting better is what your goal is going to be at, then you definitely will do so. You know, in brackets like Breakout, and yeah, no, it's great to see that happen, and we're getting to see another great matchup here. Once again, Cybergalio going to be jumping back onto the stream side of things. Going to go up against Neku once again here, Mr. Big versus Ronaldo.
Welcome to the online version of staying on the stream setup. Cybergalio not only has the victory, they basically got the momentum. We talked about how Neku is going to handle their next opponent. It's going to be Cybergalio. Cybergalio is definitely somebody who could, you know, go blow for blow against Ronaldo. It's really, though, it's going to boil down to Neku's ball handle.
Yeah, exactly. You can see we're seeing the same thing that was you know, attempted with Super Granias. But let's see if Neku can you know, make the evolution of that game plan. But right now, Cybergalio getting that dive to connect on the counter hit, and so there's gonna be big damage. No super just yet. We just started. We get another counter hit right there.
Another one, and you could already see this is what Cybergalio's game plan is. Just keep the fight really complicated. Ronaldo can't brawl easily until he gets the knockdown. But if you don't get no knockdown, you got no problem.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, Cybergalio getting that in a strong fashion with that first round. And, you know, yeah, I'll get clipped with the soccer balls, but once I'm able to just find my way in there, then it's gonna be a wrap here. So let's see how it's gonna work out in this next round.
Cybergalio having to navigate this distance, and you know that Neku has that hide and dive scouting. Cybergalio, Neku jump once too many, big counter hit, and it's gonna allow me to get that level 1. We should see some yeah, but the DP from Mr. Big not only goes high, but it goes steps forward too.
It does, it definitely does. So you got to keep that into consideration if you're thinking about playing Mr. Big. It's not the DP that you would love it to be, but it does have its conveniences. And right now, Cybergalio is convenience with getting this combo in here and you know, getting that ender end to reset for the round.
More so, rather inconvenience for Neku.
Definitely.
I remember. You ever see a 7-Eleven that's not open 24 hours? You just look at it like sacrilegious.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean it's not open 24 hours?
Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? I remember I was walking home from Anime Expo, and not home to my hotel, and I remember crossing a 7-Eleven. I'm like, it's late. I'm leaving the convention center. I'm like, I got the 7-Eleven. I got the 7-Eleven. It's got me. Walk by past midnight. It's closed. I'm like,
yeah.
It's like in the cartoons when you see a mirage in the desert. Like, no.
Exactly. And right now, Neku looking pretty good at the moment. Putting Cybergalio into the corner until the throw was thrown. But once again, hyper defense to connect. You definitely gotta use those hyper defense to stop any sort of string that's gonna happen, so you can get mix up like this. Neku looking pretty good to get this round. We're gonna go super and end it in fashion. Neku now having one round in this game.
Neku is being forced to play a lot more aggressive. Cybergalio had the privilege of the pressure. And Neku understands that I need to press buttons because the chest button. You can see how quick Neku is improving.
Yeah, exactly. We'll knock down into the corner to set up the soccer ball once again. So stuff like this is definitely gonna get Neku, you know, as far as they did for tonight's bracket. But let's see if they can continue to do so with games like going against Cybergalio and possibly Super Granias here.
Right there, and get the jump in. Cybergalio with the mashing move from Mr. Big is so terrible damage. Big button, throw reset. There's a knockdown. We shouldn't see a fireball. No, not quite. Backing away. Neku, is that the thing you want to really do, Cybergalio? Give Ronaldo space? I don't know.
We'll see. He's feeling comfortable. Gonna throw that EX fireball right there. Okay, you're gonna do that. I'm gonna go throw something, and it can steal your turn. They're not gonna be the kill just yet, but it's still a lot more SPG to use. But also, Cybergalio on the overheat, but it doesn't matter. You're gonna go just dash under into a jab.
It was really scary for Cybergalio because they put themselves into overheat with that fireball that didn't get the kill, and you know Neku was really kicking it.
Oh.
Remember Losers Final, first of the situation. Neku bounced up in the air. Super follow-up to the knockdown, right into the face. But still, Neku so gutsy with the slide follow-up.
Okay, level 1 super to connect right there for some good damage. And now soccer ball pressure coming into play once again. But they side switch because of a tech roll. That's a recovery roll right there. And now Cybergalio on the other side right there. And now putting Neku into the corner.
That was at the overhead.
It looks like it.
The hand. Comes up. No anti-air right now. Oh my. That's not quite a kill, especially since we only use the level 1. Cybergalio has a chance, gets spot by the chest bump. No throw follow-up. Good block, but so close. Oh, the slide.
The slide connects right there. Neku getting on the board now. Here 1-1. Like, it was crazy that Cybergalio, as they're already like touching in a crouching position, but to dash up and try to press a button and it's still a hit, like that was insane in itself. But now, okay, Neku, maybe this is the momentum that he needs to be able to just get more games.
Cybergalio only has one game up. Neku has the opportunity to tie this up, and they've been doing they've been getting a lot of mileage off the slide, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no, definitely, and definitely was hitting at that opportune time here. But now Cybergalio getting the corner position, trying to see what Neku is going to go throw on wake up. Not going to be nothing just yet. So level 1 super into SBG.
Back up, try to not quite with the buttons. There's the dive one more time, no counter hit, chest bump stops it into place, but there's the guard cancel with the mash. That is such an easy move to use in the window. I mean, I am not surprised Cybergalio used it, and from that guard cancel, we have put ourselves 1 round ahead.
Okay, yeah, no, this is definitely becoming a slobber knocker right now. 1-1 here. Cybergalio having 1 round so far, but Neku is not gonna take that, easily at the moment. So we'll see. Neku is gonna continue on ball pressure at the zoning range. Right now, Cybergalio trying to find their way in there, gonna connect.
They didn't just find their way in; they forced their way in.
They definitely did.
And you can see Cybergalio went for the same move twice. And that's going to be a big combo opener. Cybergalio doesn't have much meter, doesn't have much on the rev gauge. So that's going to give Neku some time to fight another day.
Yeah, very much so. Now pressure right there. Hyper defense to connect with the DP into the super, trying to even up the life lead at the moment. 30 seconds left on the clock. So now going to continue on, overheat on Cybergalio, and again steal the turn because Neku was trying to chest bump with Mr. Big. Mr. Big was not down with that.
Yeah, no, man, I don't want to do no homie bump. Cybergalio putting in the work. That should be 2-1.
It is 2-1 at the moment here. Losers final.
Losers final, 1 more game for Cybergalio. Definitely, though. If you want to talk about a winner, Team Mexico. All top 3 spots.
Yeah. America's taking the break, it seems.
Yeah, all of America's taking the break. Mashing it through with the guard cancel. We saw that in the previous game. Cybergalio is starting to find the mix-up. I mean, the magic formula, but it's going to be at the cost of their rev game.
Counterpoint right there to connect, and Cybergalio able to get the knockdown, but also Neku with the DP. And possibly found a counter into the EX dive. Still throwing regular soccer ball out there. Is getting chased around as well.
Again, the guard cancel, but because of the airborne properties of Neku, we did not get ourselves the finish. But their guard cancel, we've seen Neku do that a lot, and they're not afraid to put their rev gauge in the high percentages just for a little bit of extra damage, even if unoptimized.
Yeah, now we're looking at an even situation here, both on SBG. Cybergalio has a little bit of a health lead, but with the knockdown bringing it back to even, air to connect, and it is now, the grab super does come out this time, and not the kill just yet. But you're gonna go wake up super? I'll do wake up super as well.
That's gonna definitely be the kill. Cyber Galio just did not think Neku was going to answer that because they were overheated, but Neku responding with buttons and putting themselves one round away from tying it up. Remember, first to 3 situation at Losers Finals. Whoever takes this will be fighting Super Granios. Talk about a hard opponent to be thrown.
Yeah, no, definitely. And right now they're throwing it out there once again. Dive to connect and the close seats as well.
There's going to be the level 1. Cyber Gelly can taste victory so close. Goes for the throw, but the low jump from Neku gets the knockdown one more time. No soccer. There's the soccer ball, but there. I like what Cyber Gelly did. Using the red card to make sure that both sides are blocked. I don't care, man.
Okay, attempted to throw 2 EX fireballs. Now looking at close to 80% here on the rev gauge. And now keeping it defensive, trying to like lessen that heat gauge right there, but got connected into the hitting gear, and this is going to be Neko tying it up 2-2.
This is the 3rd hitting gear that Neku has landed the entire tournament. They understand the prowess of the character, and this is one of the reasons why people love having their super in the lower 3rd, because you could do a miraculous comeback just like this.
Yeah, definitely. Neku just finding that way in and getting that hitting gear, and now is able to tie it up. So now Cyber Galio has to think about some things and think about what worked, what is not working now, because Neku is starting to adjust.
Cyber Galio wanting to keep this fight nice and tight, but Neku has adapted, being a lot more patient. They're not throwing the soccer balls as much as they wanted to as before, because Cyber Galio was quick on the counter hit.
Very much so. Nice DP on the wake up right there. Again, attempted at the dive and using more red gauge to get that fireball out there, but now Cyber Galio maybe paying the mistake of getting themselves up to overheat.
Still though, Cyber Galio is overheated back in the corner. There's a super, but they both go for it, and that's the level 1 super. Neku has been very proficient with the level 1 and very conservative with their bar usage. And here we go. Final round.
For Neku, Cyber Galio.
For Neku.
Yes, Cyber Galio needs to win a round there, and now you're seeing more Cyber Galio a little bit less on the gas at the moment, because nothing is hitting at right now, and it's all Neku.
Block, that's a punish. That's it. With level 1 on the deck, it's going to take a miracle for Cyber Galio to get out, and I don't think the miracle is going to happen. What is going to happen is the level 1 scores the big goal as Neku achieves their goal of defeating Cyber Galio in Game 5.
Yeah, and Neku just coming from a deficit, coming from behind here against Cyber Galio, but Neku able to make that adjustment and making that a 3-2 situation. So, great adjustment there by Neku. Cyber Galio, unfortunately, that is the end of your run there, as you can see here on the replay.
It was a very strong run.
It was a very strong run too,
especially with playing Mr. Big, and this is one of the reasons why Neku had a hard time and how they ended up in that deficit. Cyber Galio was just finding ways to just stay close and stay in the pocket, but Neku, too much damage, and that level 1 was able to tie and even things out.
You see how it unfolds in the replays right now. Again, Cyber Galio has the damage in there, and then again it just made the adjustment on Neku's side, just less on the zoning of the soccer balls and more into just kind of getting in your face and kind of getting in and out there, just in and out of the range. You see, blocking the red blow right there and making it a 3-2 situation on losers final. So now Neku, I believe,
is going to get the run back. Possible
run
back against Super Granios, who sent them down to losers.
Yeah.
As we saw Super Granios so good with the crouching C, making sure that the ball handling of Ronaldo as well as Ronaldo's balls have been obliterated in that previous.
Yeah.
Look, we're 12, okay? I'm sorry. Look, we're 12, okay?
Very much so. And so, so now we're back in this situation. Neku not opting for for Ronaldo, gonna go for the tried and true Mr. Karate here and attempting to make this a reset situation. Can he do it with Mr. Karate? We'll find out. And Super Granios, sticking tried and true to the preacher.
Yeah, I do appreciate the use of Mr. Karate just because I'm two minds of this. Either this is a pocket character that they think you're going to do better in the matchup, or we're just giving our opponent false data. You know, you come in, they've been watching your matches, they've seen how your main is played, switch up the character so they have to adjust to this guy, then bring out your main when they're all discombobulated.
Well, yeah, we'll see if that's going to be if that plan is going to you know, come to fruition, and we'll make it work for Neku. But right now, yeah, Neku's gonna start things off with Mr. Karate and Super Granias again with the Preacher, keeping it composed, not moving forward at the moment just yet, throwing a tornado here and there, and yeah, we're continuing to play the spacing game.
And Super Granius losing quite a bit of life on the tip. Neku is really committed to laming it out, and Super Granius is committed to getting those JDs.
And majority of the JDs until that last fireball right there. And yeah, no, we're continuing to go for the zoning game. Once again, this is grand finals here. Neku on the loser's side, Super Granias on the winner's side. Super Granias needing to win three matches here, and Neku needing to win two reset, and then another 3 to be able to win it entirely.
Granius on the receiving end. Neku's Mr. Karate has been so difficult to get there.
Yeah, no, they're playing that keep away game once again, and now you have Drago Supremo to worry about now. Now we're dealing with the Mr. Karate, but again, having to chase Mr. Karate around, kind of frustrating, right? Like, again, why do you want to why do you want to get chased? But at the same time, it's frustrating me, so you don't have to do anything as the Mr. Karate player. Let them come to you and then have Draco Supremo come to your base.
Draco Supremo. This is where Mr. Karate earns his stripes. Incredibly combo.
So that is a regular Draco Supremo. You can't hit low there, but if it's EX, you cannot hit low. That will activate the counter state right there. And Super Granias did the right thing, just waiting a little bit and go for that neutral jump. So now gonna back up because once again Draco Supremo is gonna hit like all sides here. Once again is being thrown out there. Got hit right there, and Neku on the receiving end, maybe Gigaton punch. That is that level 1. Still the first game here, 1-1 at the moment. Neku having an idea with the Mr. Karate, but let's see if it's going to be an idea that gets them into the reset position.
It's a very interesting question. We've seen these characters do pretty well, but not super duper well, where their supers and ending their chemicals.
We're going to go and dash up throw right there. Super Granias trying to go mix. Watch out for the Ryuga. Again, a standing heavy to connect. Now we have a strike throw mix-up situation happening here. We're going to mix it up with the back.
And Super Granius has so much life there. Both of our opponents players, 1 round apiece. There's the high dodge, and you can see Super Granius go to town. We should be able to get level 1. I thought we were going to wait out for level 2.
Made it out the Ryugo DP right there. Again, relying on Drago Supremo, like confirmed into the house shell Koken to connect. Nice jump back because Neku was attempting to mix up there. Ooh, heavy to connect right there.
And Preacher, with that first game, Super Granius 1/3 of their way closer to winning since they are in the winner's side.
Needing 2 more games. But again, Mr. Karate is right there and to be played and used. And
he's definitely there.
Yeah, he's definitely there, and we'll see if Neku goes for the Ronaldo, after this next game.
Dash back in. Super Granius is very cautious how they approach him. Same with Neku. Neku doesn't want to do anything hyper risky just because of how deadly of a character Preacher is in Super Granius' hands. They both overdosed 3 times, but now, finally, Neku comes out ahead.
Yep, needed some space there with the knockback. Again, double air normal to connect here, but you're going to go ahead and jump into the throw.
Not quite the full punish off of the whiff block DP.
Same thing, same situation here about throwing a lot of projectiles, because Mr. Karate's will snuff out your projectile more than likely here. So you definitely got to watch out for that.
It's a big fireball, and Super Granius is in the SPG range. And one thing that Neku has to be cautious of is if he throws fireballs like that, Pizza can red blow underneath them, but it's not really gonna matter if you get a jump in like that and you got meter to spare.
Much so, yeah. Now Neku having one round in here, trying to make it a 1-to-1 situation. So we'll see if that's going to be coming into fruition. But Super Granius not phased just yet. Have a lot of games to understand and adjust. They can go do that level 1 super to connect.
Go for the jump, Super Granius. Caught. Slams in with the jumping, dude. That's going to be big damage right now. We have level 1. I'm wondering if we're going to go for the mix or are we going to hold on to it. We're holding on to our meter.
Yeah. Attempted at the overhead here, but a standing seat to connect both times here, and not even needing the super. Gonna go ahead and win that round here. That's trying to make it a 2 games.
This is going to be really bad for Neku. Neku needs to win one of these. Get it right. Get it written in stone. They have won as the American, but with the jump in from Granius already with the tornado setup, instantly going for the level 2.
You know, red line for more added damage right there, and now Neku looking a little bit more than half health at the moment, but nice jumping by Neku to connect. Nice ender right there. Again, look at that damage right there. All you need is one jump in touch.
Oh man, double light confirmed. And Super Granius, the DP interrupts it. Draco Supremo.
Like one game in, not yet, and the overhead to reset, and now Neku making it 1-to-1.
Neku putting it, tying up the game 1-to-1. Technically, it's Super Granius' game just because he doesn't have to reset the bracket. So his 1 is a little bit more valuable than everyone else.
Yeah, very much so. All right, so we'll see. Let's see how this next game is gonna go. But like there goes our right idea for Neku here up against Super Granius. Has been like on a dominating fashion this for tonight.
Super Granius being a lot more aggressive right now. And that's the thing, Neku was able to drive the pace because of the super, the counter super, and Super Granius is starting to disregard it.
And not press a button here, and that's something like kind of have to like work your habit out. Is like whenever you see that Draco Supremo, and depending on which version, then like it's either not press something or go low.
We are one of the last countries to get. I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
So it's all good. All good. Right now, Super Granius is trying to keep Neku into the corner, attempting at Draco Supremo, but it's not going to work because the cross-up connected, and Super Granius can get 1 round.
Very similar to the previous game, Neku was able to claw this one out. Super Granius up by a round. They could take it to a 2-1 situation. Remember, Granius is on the winner's side. They just need 2 more games to end the tournament. Meanwhile, Neku has to reset the bracket with 3 games and win another 3.
Attempted at the kick right there, but a jump back by Super Granius right there, and now pressure once again.
But the jump in, the big jump in buttons of Mr. Karate, Super Granius hasn't really been able to shut down the skies, especially when you're, well, a Garcia.
All right. Attempted at the throw attempt right there. Nice cross up with Mr. Karate getting Haosho Koken to connect.
Super Granius dangerously low on life, only has level 1 super. Neku doesn't have anything in the gate. There's the counter. That, I'm wondering if that's enough to kill.
It looks like it will be. Not only to end it, but not even needing a super that he didn't even have actually. So good that he was able to like end it there. But now we're looking at a possible 2-up situation for Neku's side.
Big damage on the floor. There's the level 1. Gets the mix up. We're gonna hold. Oh, frame kill.
Drago Supremo to connect. Big damage here to start things off in this round. They're going to go ahead and just Oki throw right there.
One more Oki throw, big button this time. Super Granius needs to get the pressure off. Preacher not exactly known for a answer, and meanwhile, Mr. Karate knows a lot about fighting and positioning.
And is there right there, the combo string right there, and Rekka to connect. Super Granius in SPG. Hitting gear can come out, but he's not going to go use it. He's going to level 1 instead. We're going to try to jail them. But once again,
Supremo, there's the command grab. That should be the round, and that's going to be the second game from Neku.
Neku now 2-1 over Super Granius. Again,
one game away from the reset.
There's one thing to say, like, okay, maybe the Mr. Karate is working out, but at the same time, Super Granius is getting data from your Mr. Karate to get to transfer over to the reset. If that's going to be the case.
Far button from Neku. There's the double fireball. Able to corner him. This should be the Rekka into the first real job.
Xander gonna bait out the Ryuga DP. And Super Granius looking pretty good at the moment, having his super ready to use. So is Neku.
Oh man, crouching C to open up the combo. Oh, the scaling was pretty nasty.
Needing a super to be able to just close that out here. Now 1 round for Super Granius. Trying to make it.
Granius needs 2 games in order for something to happen.
Nice, just dashing up.
That's definitely something to happen.
Nice. Got the defense there by Neku. Into the house show Koken. Gonna be a little bit damaged, not as much as he would like, but it's gonna be something.
DP from Neku. Super Granius not looking to have a reset bracket. They've been having a hard time fighting Mr. Karate just because of his damage output alone. As you can see, one Draco Supremo able to take out that much longer.
Joran Kyaku connected right there, so you got to watch out. Even with the Draco Supremo that is out there, you got to watch out for the command grab, like so. But right now, Super Granius finding their way in, and JD the DP.
JD the DP, and this is going to be really big for Super Granius. They're up around. They go ahead for the mix-up. Will they hit a button? No, they're just waiting for something from Neku.
Okay, one more touch to go. No wake-up at the moment. He's going to go ahead and walk up and throw because Neku was on the defensive. And now Super Granius putting it to 2-2 situation.
Yeah, game 5 situation. We could be so close to a reset, or we could end the tournament. Literally, I am so sorry to our East Coast staff. We could either tempt you with an early night or torture you with extended night.
We'll find out how that's going to go. Right now, Super Granius getting that Rekka to connect here. Again, man, just 2 Rekka setups to get you like good damage. But again, Draco Supremo can do the same thing.
Draco Supremo has been it, and Super Granius, as Freaker, cannot really go blow for blow with Mr. Karate when it comes to high damaging combos. But we land the Rekka. Oh man, good reliable damage.
All right, here we go. Get back to neutral at the moment. Gonna go JD the house Shokoken. Again, double normal in the air. So something you're gonna definitely watch out for. Super Granius, great on defense, and nice.
There it is. Double neutral jump as well, coming down hard with the D. And I wonder if Super Granius is gonna hit a super. They will with the big punch, bam! And we have made it. We have made it, Nerd in the Bay. Tournament points.
We are here, but again, Neku can turn it around, so we can't count it out just yet. We're gonna go dash up and get thrown though.
I guess so. Kabamzos.
Oh, yeah, side switch. And hyper defense, all that. Okay.
Hyper defense. What a great decision. Hyper defense, because that will actually put Neku in the corner. And that's gonna nerf Draco Supremo.
That might have been a decision that he's gonna regret right there, because of the backdash in the Drago Supremo, it gave Super Granias that opportunity to get that cross up there.
Damage, that's going to be the level 1. Super Granias on death's door. They still have SPG. They still have level 1. And Nego, not exactly the healthiest Mr. Karate in the book. Oh, he's called out the SPG, the Rev
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. Game 5. We're either we are going home or going to another reset.
Yeah, we're gonna go and find out right now. Now Neku putting on the gas at the moment. The down heavy is gonna stop that at the moment. Attempted at the overhead, and now Neku at 70% with the Haoshokoku.
What a confirm. Yeah, what a confirm off of a series of lights. And Super Granias dashes into it. This is going to be Neku with the early lead. They are so sweet with the JDs.
No, Super Granias is nice with it here, and now Super Granias is jumping in and watching to see what Neku is gonna throw the Drago Supremo. And right now, getting to find their way in there. Super Grania is going to get some good damage at the moment.
We go for the smother him. We don't want to let him establish Drago Supremo. There's the guard break right now. Super Granius, level 1 super. That is all she wrote. I don't even think we need the bar, but we're going to spend it anyway. Big punch for the big win. Super Granius is your breakout champion for this week.
Congratulations, Super Granias, and man, Neku making it very, very close. If it was on the on the other side, then yeah, we definitely would have gotten that reset. But Super Granias is like, no, we're gonna go home early tonight. We're gonna go and stop that, stop that momentum.
You know, look, we all stayed up late for CEO. It's time for you to go to bed. But look at the series of exchanges between our grand finals players. What did you think about it, nerd?
Oh man, it was great, man. Again, the Mystic Karate was a great change, compared to like the Ronaldo, right? It definitely gave more of like a situation where like Neku, had some opportunities there. But once again, you're fighting Super Granias, but it went down to the last round before the win, or if it was a reset. But yeah, Neku did it, and it did an amazing job here. But Super Granias again on top of it, and getting that number 12.
I do think so as well. Because we had Mystic Karate, Super Granias had to be very cautious about how they did their offense, especially that below, which Neku was calling out. And not to mention, by playing Mystic Karate, we could play both long range and up close.
You see here, Super Granias in chat, he said, Mr. Broken Rate, buff Preacher, please.
Mr. Broken Rate.
Oh man, but yeah, there goes your grand finals, 3-2 with Super Granias getting that dub there.
With a nice sizable payout as we finish this with over $130 in the pot. But look at this, Super Granias not even dropping a single game until we had Neku.
And making it a very, very close game too. Neku fighting their way back to the grand finals, but amazing job for everybody. Again, and shout out to everybody that was in the top 8. Again, Ron Dunn, Black Spider, Furno, Neku, Zerg showing that box right there, and of course Super Granias making that number 12, keeping themselves on the leaderboards of being the winner.
It was what a really strong showing from all of our fighters. 20-person bracket, though, it just was that much more difficult to break out and break through. But Super Granias gonna get that number 12, holding on to supremacy in the breakout leaderboards.
Yeah, definitely. And it's kind of funny because we see Super Granias leading the charge, but So Sick Nash fan, having reasons to not being able to compete, but he's still like in a spot where I'm still surviving in my top 3 spot for win records, and it's still holding on. And I know the other people that's below Sosik Nash fan. It's like, man, I'm trying to win one to get past Sosik Nash fan, but it's just still awesome to be able to see that. Here you can see the pick rates for tonight. Here, Mr. Karate with 27, Preacher actually tying it up with 27 as well.
You could blame Neku for that one.
Yeah, right. Rock Howard 15, Ronaldo 16, Joe Higashi. No Joe Higashi, I believe. Well, we didn't see Joe Higashi on stream, but possibly in bracket.
No Joe.
Mr. Big.
No Joe.
Yeah, Mr. Big rounding it off 11, Ken 10, Hokutomoro, Kevin, and Krauser rounding off the cast with 7 picks.
What a amazing set. This was definitely, while it came down to the wire, it did not, because Super Grania stopped that, but still a real nail biter of a set, wouldn't you say?
Oh no, definitely. No, definitely much so, because it might have been it definitely would have been a different story, possibly if the Ronaldo was being used. But again, Super Granias was just understanding, like, okay, this is what you're trying to do. So definitely go for the Mr. Karate pick. But again, here we go. The win leaders once again, 12 titles goes to Super Granias. Scientificov, not too far off with 10 titles. Sosik Nash fans still staying strong with the 6. And once again, you go see everybody else. Johnny and Diaz also with 6. Shadow X with 4. Robert 3. Poetry Chef, now Joetry Chef with the 3 titles. Gio with 3, Cyregelia with 2, Ron Dunn 2, 2, Ryuki and Del Tormente with 1 title each.
What a great showing. It is always a pleasure. I want to thank everybody out there who donated and came to Breakout for this another wonderful week. Man, look at that leaderboard. Look at Super Granius go. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and take Florida money, and I'm gonna take Breakout money.
Right, exactly. Still be in the grind to taking out money, but that is gonna be it for us here for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Duck King is gonna be out next week, so be looking forward to seeing somebody, possibly more than likely Furno, doing day 1 Duck King stuff for next week. But Captain No Fun, where can people find you? What are you doing as of recent, and what's next for you?
Captain No Fun _G. What I'm doing right now is I'm doing a lot of sleeping to get my sleep schedule back. I was up late over at MagWest because we had Sonic Pinball and no line.
Gosh,
so I'm either playing Sonic Pinball or I'm playing Taiko no Tatsujin. But what about you, nerd?
Okay, yeah, you can find me at Marco Polo 177 on Twitter and Nerd in the Bay on YouTube and Twitch. I streamed yesterday with Bob. I'm going to stream tonight, trying to play something. I'm gonna stream tonight though, but I'm definitely gonna take a little bit of a break, have a dinner, and relax a little bit before I go on stream. But that's gonna be it for us here for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back on for Street Fighter 6.
Will not like will as in a collective because of Breakout. No, we will be back.
Yeah, we'll be back on for Street Fighter 6. So yeah, you're gonna have the same 2 bald guys commentating here, but in the other side of town is gonna be at Metro City with Street Fighter 6. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you guys possibly tomorrow for Street Fighter 6. So
I want you to look up. I'm at the fucking mountaintop. You can't climb that shit.
Down on the last interaction, and that will do it. Robert very well find themselves with a victory, especially after that.
Find a hit, that should be enough to close it out. Del Tormenta, the reverse sweep, where Super Great is going to close it out.
There it
Close
is.
it out, and he does it!
Are you thinking about building your own fight stick? Then go for it. It's a perfect way to dive into electronics, design, and hands-on creativity. Pick an enclosure, for the dub plate, or the mini dub. Now, DIY builds means full control, easy upgrades, and your own personal style. Join an amazing community of makers, artists, and gamers, and be the builder of your crew.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy, we shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine. The moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen recipe, so think twice if you next to me. It's West. This ain't no regular thing. I came for the